shower attacks. Drop the jaws like an earthquake cracks. Rip gets wrecked, the silver and black. Wemby is back. Wemby is back.
What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Phoenix Suns fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. We're doing a live play-by-play reaction scoreboard for tonight's game. The San Antonio Spurs hosting the Phoenix Suns. And it should be a good one. We've struggled with the Suns. I thought we were going to be at full strength tonight. So one of you messaging me, messaging me on the Twitter. He's like, TSR, we're finally at full strength. Well, no, we're not, because Stephon Castle's out. But hopefully the remaining Spurs can lay the smackdown on the Suns, who are also without a lot of players themselves. Good evening, Lauren. Keep them. Drop the hammer. Spurs fan, student of the Savior, Texan Swarm. Stephon Castle's in the chat, but not in the game. But you're here. Roll lead. Good evening. Suns come in at 39-30. The Spurs are 51-18. The playoffs, my friends, just around the corner. I'm excited. Should be good. Steven D, what's up? Dr. Phil, phantom injury to rest the player before playoffs. You might be right there. I don't know where Castle is in regards to his games played for any type of awards. For him, obviously, would be maybe most improved player or some sort of defensive team. Actually, look it up right now. Beyond the box, Eden, Ryan. Yes, we can clinch a playoff spot tonight. That's right. Win, and we're in. I'm checking Castle's games that he's played so far for the season just real quick. Stephon Castle has played in 59 games. He only needs to play 6 more. He only has to play half, so he's going to be okay. This just might be a precautionary thing. He does fall down a lot. We do have to concede that Stephon Castle, whether you love him or hate him, he hits the ground a lot. But that's right, win and we're in. I forgot about that. What's up, Joe? Stingray X Factor, what's up? And Jim from the WRC, Go Spurs, go to you. Highway Patriot, thank you for stopping in. 86 degrees, really? What's the temperature here? It ain't 86, it's 38. Not quite 86. I'm doing one of those from the past, thank you. Oh, prayers out. Definitely, to anybody. A channel subscriber said they're dealing with a collapsed lung right now, just like Cade Cunningham. If you haven't heard the news, Cade Cunningham, I know a lot of us aren't a fan of him because of throwing Stephon Castle down. Not a good look. That being said, I don't wish anything bad on a player. He was diagnosed with a collapsed lung today. I don't know what happened with that. He's going to be out at least a few weeks. Who knows, maybe longer, and that can really affect Detroit's... If he just can't play in the playoffs, then that's going to nuke the team. Just as it is now, the Celtics may overtake the Pistons in the standings, and you never, whether you like a player or not, don't want to see something like that happen. 90s in California. Acidic fruit. The Suns are missing a bunch of guys. Dylan Brooks is out, and a bunch of other guys have had surgeries. Their injured list is quite long. Actually, I'll pull it up. Let me pull it up real quick. Because the Suns are missing a lot of players. It's so many, I can't remember them all. They just said the Spurs are trying to even up the series. That's right. The Suns are up 2-1 on the Spurs. Let's tie it up. All right, for the Phoenix Suns, for those that don't know, Mark Williams is out. He had a stretch reaction in the third metatarsal of his left foot, so middle toe. Dylan Brooks is out because of surgery on his left hand. Royce O'Neal is out, just as a knee injury. Grayson Allen is out as well, also a knee injury. Haywood Highsmith is out. Also a knee injury. What is up with the Phoenix Suns and all the knee injuries? But they have 5 guys out tonight, and a couple of those guys are starters. So, it could be a rough night for the Suns. On the positive side, I will tell you who the Suns do have. If you guys don't know, go Glipsy, Goodwin, Green, Booker. That's who I had. Ego Hardaro. Thank you, J Money. Who the Phoenix Suns do have, if you guys don't know. Number 17, the man, the myth, the legend, the Booyah! We might see Jamar Bouye tonight. What's up, Douglas? That guy, Mello. Dylan Harper, are you starting tonight, Dylan? Who is Spurs starting? Let's dedicate this game to Chuck Norris. He is in a hospital. Chuck the hospital. We have struggled with the Suns. What group impression were we looking to get? I'm sorry. NBA League Pass, by the way, is what I'm watching on. Groot, how do you think the game's going to go tonight? Girthy Groot? And Groot. All right, well, there you go. David, what's going on? Crimson Crusader. Joe Castle, by the way. I think I just answered your question and say hi. Yeah, get well Chuck Norris. Chuck is like He's like in his mid-80s, isn't he? Like 86? Fox, Vassell, Champagny, Barnes, Wemby. So Barnes back in the starting lineup. That's 2 games in a row he started. I thought for sure Highway Patriot Harper might start, but I guess not. Colette, what's going on? The Bouye might get minutes, J Money. He played 1 minute in the last Suns game, and with more injuries right now for Phoenix, their primary guys are the 5 starters you mentioned, then Ryan Dunn. I saw Fleming and Malawat, my lunch, were getting minutes, which means the Bouye might get in there. What's going on, Levi and friends? Nice Pride 3 Beards. Thank you all for stopping in. The airport delays, I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. I hope Wemby's career high would be fantastic, Stroud. And John Doe, Stephon Castle is out tonight. Sore hip. He's been getting around. Bump, bump, you know? No, maybe not. We played down. And Arovan, that is a factual statement. We do play up and down to the competition. I feel like this is a little low. Whoa. This messed up my... Did I mess anything up? Nope. Okay. That was weird. Sorry, I hit a button on my mouse, and it was like a button that moves stuff around. So I don't know what I just did there. 71 likes. Let's get to 100 before the game starts. I like your train of thought. Jesus, good evening to you. RBT, Go Spurs, Go. DJ Rose checking in before he goes and watch the game. I'm trying to forget that name. Thank you very much, Texas Orange. Larry Gardner, what's going on? Suns play the rookie now that... I did see Fleming and Malawat are playing, but that doesn't mean we can't get the Bouye. And yes, Antonio, Go Spurs to you. The Suns are going to fire off threes, and our Spurs are not a great... A lot of things are doing well this year. Perimeter defense is not one of them. Chuck Norris is at the hospital only because he was sick and tired of being perfect and wants to know what it's like for one day to be like everyone else. Larry, we do have this. What's up, Connor? Thank you for stopping in. Bo, good evening to you. Alele Spurs. Good evening to everybody. Road Trip, what's going on? I'm feeling good tonight. Are you feeling good? Let's get a win. I like to see Wemby go off tonight. Yeah, Wemby go off. Tyson Storm. Again, don't know what you're talking about. The only college I'll be following this, as usual, is UConn. Speaking of which, might have a music video going up tomorrow in regards to March Madness. Just putting that out there. Brian, good evening to you. I put this game in ChatGTP, and ChatGTP said the Spurs win 121-110. Sure. I did see the Spurs have the best three-point percentage since the All-Star break. Isn't it like 40.1% or something like that? Connor, I don't really have a favorite college team by default. I'm a UConn fan because my girlfriend's a UConn fan. TSR, what did you do tomorrow? You worded that in the past tense. I don't know how to answer that. That's a little confusing. Game tip-off should be in a couple minutes, by the way. Here you go, Go Spurs, go to you. Who guards Booker? Devin? Andrew Rowan, Calvin Curry, or Kelvin Barkley? I'm going to say a mix. A little bit of both. Wow, Larry, what language is that? Porte et minutes? Minutes? That's guessing that's all 48 minutes, but I don't know which language it is. Julian, Go Spurs, go to you. JT Rex, Castle is not going to be on him because he's not in the game, unfortunately. What's up, Plon? Thank you for stopping in. What about the end of days? No, I do not think the Spurs will... Nice, Julie. TSR, what are you done yesterday? I don't think the Spurs are going to catch the Thunder. They're just a little too far ahead of us and have to lose a bit too much. Are we like 3 games behind? Booker will play power forward. Emily, I mean, we've won without Wemby. We should be able to win without Castle. That's no shade at Stephon Castle, but come on. What the heck was I just going to look up? Oh, the standings. All right. Let's take a look and see where we're at before the game. The San Antonio Spurs sit at 51-18. The Thunder 55-15. The Thunder have won 10 in a row. We're 3 games behind them in the loss column. We're way ahead of everybody else. Actually, the Lakers have been playing well. The Lakers are on a 7-game winning streak. I don't think we're going to catch the Thunder. It's going to be close. I think we'll probably finish about 2 games behind. We're just a little too far, and the Thunder are playing phenomenal right now. Or they're winning. Or both. Because, you know, they could be blocking shots with their shoes for all I know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Alex Caruso. He blocked a shot with his shoe. The referees did not like that, for the record. Carter Bryant has been playing very well, too, especially on defense. No Castle tonight, guys. Stephon Castle's resting. Hip. Champagny, Barnes, Wemby, Vassell, Fox. So that is actually one of the best lineups we could put out Wemby 3-point wise. With all due respect to Steph, even though he's been shooting better as of late, that should really help our floor spacing. I don't know how they're going to stop Wemby tonight. So Wemby, I'm expecting a big game. By the way, next live game is Saturday night against the Pacers. That should be a slaughter on the positive side for the Spurs. Although we do play down to our opponents. Now we'll see. The Thunder play the Wizards. So there you go. Come on. The Thunder are going to absolutely decimate the Wizards. No doubt in my mind, barring something weird happening. Maybe SG will go for 84 against the Wizards. Actually, I don't want that. That would cement him getting MVP probably. Players are on the court. And away we go. What's up, Font Swine? Wait, yeah, it was considered a goaltend. You're right. They gave him the bucket. It is Spurs ball to start the game. And let's get a win tonight. Fox takes off, throws it cross court to Champagny. Champagny out to Barnes. Barnes back to Vassell. Vassell's going to fake, then takes off in the paint. Kicks it back out to Champagny for a corner three, and that is short. Suns ball. Let's see how we shoot from three tonight. We've been shooting with best shooting team in the NBA since the All-Star break from three. Can we keep it going? Time will tell. Colin Glipsy with the ball. He's going to take a three in the corner, and in and out Burger. Wemby with the rebound. The Suns are going to fire off threes tonight. We're going to have to not leave guys open. Fox from the elbow after a little crossover. Good. Spurs with the first bucket of the game, 2-0. Wemby's in, guys. Wemby in. Castle out. Pies on case. Good evening. Juan, enjoy New Mexico. Nice. It is Suns ball, and the scoreboard just went down for the NBA League Pass. Not that it's a big deal. It's only 2-0 at the start of the game. Book with the ball versus Vassell. Pass it out to Glipsy. He's going to take another catch and shoot three, and this one's an in and out and in. Okay. Castle, yeah, Brian, kind of a late scratch. He went questionable earlier today, and then he was ruled out, I want to say, about an hour ago-ish. Fox with the ball. Out to Barnes. Barnes fakes a three, takes off, drives in the paint. Stops, pops off the glass. All right, HB. What's up, Boris? Thanks for stopping in. Yasmin. 4-3. Spurs up by 1. Looking to even the series versus the Phoenix Suns. The Suns beat the Spurs the first 2 times they played. The Spurs beat the Suns the last time they played. Devin Booker only played in half that game with a hip injury. Booker misses a jumper. Spurs ball. Wemby will bring it up. Wemby with the rebound well, if anybody's counting. Gets out to Fox. Fox out 3-point land. Back to Wemby. 14 on the shot clock. Wemby gets it back into Fox. Fox deals it out to Barnes. Over to Champagny. Champagny drives baseline. Back to Barnes on the wing. Into Wemby. Wemby's going to drive and gets a layup. 6-3. A lot of ball movement there, but it worked. All right. Ball movement's good. A lot of times we were talking about at the start of the year how sometimes the Spurs would kind of stand around and 4 players would Wemby watch, and that seems to be gone. That's out of their system. Playing as a team, not just standing there watching Wemby. Gillespie fakes another 3, and this time he gets fouled on De'Aaron Fox. Yo, Spurs, yo to you. Toya watching from the Philippines. Do you have any news about... So Douglas, as far as I know, Seattle and Las Vegas aren't... Did that vote go through? I haven't been paying attention to it. What's up, Greco? I believe Vegas and Seattle are getting the teams. Is that official? In 28 and 29, I believe. Not a huge fan of expanding the league, but it is what it is. There's a jumper by Jalen Green. Makes it 6-5. Jalen Green, former Atlanta Hawk, right? I think it was with the Hawks. Yes, it is, Lauren, and we need to. Oflin, good morning from Singapore. Or good evening. Good morning. Good morning. Need to show we can defend the 3 because teams will expose us in the playoffs. Nobody likes getting exposed. Vassell off-balance jumper near the elbow. Good. 8-5. Initial vote is next week. But that is just... Okay, thank you, Air 51. Hand over fist. What? Rockets. What are we doing? Why are the Rockets on there a couple times? Rockets are playing the Lakers tonight. Or, no, they played the Lakers last night. Oh, Rockets. Jalen Green's for the Rockets. Thank you. The Jalen Green reference. Wrong red team. I was thinking the Hawks. It was the Rockets. Thank you, guys. Former Rocket. Yep, you're right. Fox pull-up jumper in the paint. Good after the... I think that was the Suns' turnover. I was looking at that Rockets comment. Up 10-5. Booker at the free throw line. Fakes a 2. Back out to Gillespie. Gillespie guarded by De'Aaron Fox. 10 on the shot clock. Looking for a screen. gets the screen, dumps it off, and nice job by Oso Ighodaro driving to the lane and getting a layup. Wemby brings it up for the Spurs. He's got Ighodaro on him. Throws it to Barnes. Out to Champagnie open in the corner. Pop the Champagnie. What's up, Hanover Fists? Cade Cunningham has a collapsed lung. I don't know what happened to him. I know what the injury is. I don't know how. Little jumper in the paint by Oso is no good. I'm going to just say his first name. It's so much easier. Oso with the miss. Fox with the ball. Back to Wemby. Wemby into the paint. Zips it out to Barnes for three. Mr. 0%. As he's 0 for 1. Suns ball. 7-13. Spurs up by 6. Jalen Green into the paint. Right back out of the paint. Takes a fadeaway. And number 4 scores on number 4. 13-9. Pistons are quite unlucky, Marlon. Yes, they are. King Jorge Go Spurs go to you. Spurs are 6 of 8 from the field. The Suns are 4 of 7. That means the Spurs are shooting 75% at the moment. Do a little quick math for you. Plus 6 of 8 is quite easy. They get the ball to Wemby. Wemby under the rim, and he'll eat. Just throw down a little dunk. There's a timeout by the Suns. 15-9. Damian, I saw he might only be out a couple of weeks, which I'm kind of shocked at. But if he's out for the rest of the season, yeah, the Pistons are cooked. They're not winning without Cade Cunningham. An MVP candidate, which that kind of knocks him off the NBA candidate race, does it not? Dojo, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Let's win this one for Area 51. Yeah, no Area 51 tonight. But we can play it. Trey Johnson fell out Cade in the match of the Wizards versus the Pistons. So is that how he collapsed his lung? Somebody fell on him? How many games has Cade Cunningham played in this year? I'm going to actually look that up. He's got to play in at least 65. I assume he's going to miss most of the rest of the regular season. That's not an injury he messed around with. He's played in 61. Oh, that is going to be close. Early reports did say he's going to be out about 2 weeks. I'd be a little more precautionary than that. Another player out of the MVP race, more than likely due to injury. I don't know if Jokic has played enough games. He was like right on that fence. Even Wemby. Wemby's just kind of like teetering. He can only miss a couple more games. We are at 140 thumbs up, my friends. Can we get it up to... Sometimes we get it up to 200 before the end of the first quarter. So I'm going to see if we can do it today. Pop or yeah? Yasmin, hello to you. I feel Danny Green. Nice to Pussycats. By the way, good to see you. Out 2 to 6 weeks. If it's the back end of that number in Furnace, 6 weeks, then to be out of the playoffs by then. I don't have any faith in the Pistons winning a series without Cade Cunningham. Castle carries a lot when he dribbles, but in my opinion, that is my... Yes! Let's also not forget the Gather, the Gather has... You see people taking... Jokic missed one more game. Thank you, John. The Gather, I swear people regroup. They'll gather, they take a step and gather the ball. Then they'll take one more step because they're still gathering. Then they'll take 2 more steps. Before you know it, it's like they're taking 4 steps, but the gather was part of it. I swear, I see people break it down. To his credit, love him or hate him, LeBron James has been a master of the gather. My day, we just call it traveling. 5 log racing. Thank you for stopping in. Girthy Group. People are asking for you to show the game. All right, he's going to push the button. Get in there, Girthy Group. Bible English, this could be a playoff preview. Yeah, there's a good chance we see the Suns, LeBron, the Gathering. I like that because iOS 6 now, they play Magic the Gathering, but, obviously made the little jab at LeBron the Gathering. I like that. What's up, Sid? Gather will suppress the high-flying dunks. No need to launch anymore. We can play hard. It is what it is. It's complaining about it ain't going to change anything, right? If anything, they're going to make the game more and more easier to play over the years because, people don't want to watch defense. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do, but our Spurs, for those of you who've been Spurs fans long enough, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, mid-2000s, we were winning games, 78 to 75? The NBA does not want to see that again. It's boring. And Wemby would have... I think that's a deflection. That's going to be a steal. I don't think that's a block, but it is Spurs ball, 15-9, 6.5 minutes to go. The sellout 3-point land. So we do have one pineapple representing tonight, although Devil's pineapple's a little flaccid. Keldon Johnson with the 3-point from the corner, no good. Keldon has checked in. I think Dylan Harper's checked in as well. Yes, he has not. ESPN's board is not updating. It just updated. I missed a 2 by the Suns. Colin Malowacz is in the game. All right. I'm kind of excited to see him. Keldon with the ball out to Wemby. Wemby guarded by My Lunch, as we used to call him on the channel. Wemby, a little crossover. The running 3 is no good, but he gets fouled. I don't know if that was a 3-point attempt or 2-point attempt, though. The foul was on Malowacz. Yeah, David, the thing is, though, the Thunder have won 10 in a row. I really don't think we're going to catch them. I'd love to say we got the #1 seed overall in the Western Conference. The Thunder got to such a huge start. You were like 24-1, a historic start. We've been better, I think, since that time period when the first time we beat them, record-wise, but they just got so far ahead. What's up, Caesar? Thank you for stopping in. Wemby at the line. First free throw's good. They're baseball bats. Wemby's toe looks like it was on the line, so I think this is going to be 2 shots. Looks like 2 to me. I don't know. No Area 51 tonight, Kevin. Stephon Castle is out with a sore hip. Hopefully he's back Saturday night versus the Pacers. He did have some games he can miss for awards, and he does have a chance at Most Improved Player or some spot on the all-defensive teams. I don't think he's making all-defensive first team. Second team, maybe? Although his stocks are kind of low, his steals and blocks, so that's one thing that could keep him away from it. I don't know. I don't know the deep analytics about his defense. There is a runner in the paint, no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with Phoenix. I believe that was Jalen Green who missed that shot. 17-11, 5.5 minutes to go. People saying the Thunder are better than they were last year? They've dealt with injuries, so it's kind of tough. Well, actually, they dealt with injuries last year. Chet Holmgren, didn't he fracture his hip? And he was out like 30-something games. Book with the ball. Fadeaway jumper over Vassell is good. Kevin? No Dylan Brooks, though, tonight. Changed the username. Dylan Brooks is out. Dylan Harper has checked in for the Spurs. Gets it out to Carter Bryant. Over to Keldon. Keldon spins around into the paint. Puts his shoulder down. Throws it up off the glass. And good. I guess we got Keldon Barkley tonight. Whoever asked if it was Keldon Curry or Keldon Barkley. It's going to be more Keldon Barkley, apparently. You never know which Johnson you're going to get. That's what she said. Anyway, Suns ball, down by 6, under 5 minutes to go in the first Q. Headband guy with the ball for the Suns. Just kidding, that's Jordan Goodwin. Goodwin guarded by Harper, takes a step back 3, but I think his toe was on the line. Not going to matter, didn't go in. Cornette tips the ball to Phoenix, and Ryan Dunn with the floater in the paint, 19-15. Continue for reaching Wemby's respawn. Nice, Mike. Just throw the shoe up, right? Throw the shoe at the ball. Vassell, catch and shoot 3. No good. Long rebound falls into Dylan Harper's hands. Spurs ball with 10 on the shot clock. Harper with a step back 3. No good. And Malowacz with the rebound. Barkley did not yell like KJ. You're right, Andy, who I think people are, when they're asking, is he going to be more of a 3-point shooter tonight, or is he going to be more of a, big body in the paint type guy? There's a fast break to Spurs after the miss, and Vassell will take it in. Booker missed a shot, and the Spurs got back quick, and Vassell with the dunk, 21-15. Suns ball. That's right, Francisco. I said it. I meant it. Book with the ball, gets it to Malowacz. Malowacz shots it off to Green for 3. Splash. Jalen Green, it's a 3, makes it a 3-point game. You guys are having fun picking on the Thunder out. Wow, the Spurs are 1 of 6 from 3 tonight. Not shooting particularly well, so let's go for maybe some more 2s. And Keldon takes a 3. And misses it. 1 of 7. Let's slow it down with the 3s. The 3s aren't dropping right now in the first quarter. Let's layups and dunks. Hoagies and grinders, layups and dunks. Book with the ball, guarded by Harper. 10 on the shot clock. 3:10 to go in the first quarter. Book drives, kicks it out. And is he going to get a shot off? Jordan Goodwin drives and gets D'd up by Carter Bryant. Misses a shot. And it's Spurs ball. Harper into the paint. Layup is no good. Vic gets his own miss and misses again. Dylan Harper, what, not one, but two misses at the rim. What's up, Dryling Chung? Buenos noches, ordeal more than a card game. Castle is out. Agrico. Harper put his head down after that. Carter Bryant with a little defense on Devin Booker and knocks the ball out of bounds. And we're going to have a timeout, 21-18. Whew. It's a close game. Spurs are playing particularly well, are playing very well, except for their three-point shooting. We're 1 of 7. What's up, Clay Sloan, excuse me. If Atlanta keeps winning, the Spurs will pick at the bottom of the draft. Would you consider trading those picks for already proven players? Yes. I know that in talking with Spurs fans this season, we've talked about it would be fantastic if Atlanta finished in the lottery and then we moved up to the top 4 spot. But the thing is, we can't afford it. I suppose you could trade that pick, but we can't keep affording guys that are in the top 4. I already have concerns 3 years from now how we're going to afford Fox, Wemby, Castle, and Harper. There's going to be some big contracts. So, really the team is set except for power forward. I think that's the one thing we're really missing. Harrison Barnes is not a starting power forward. He lost his spine anywhere there, but he's not a starting 4. Julian Champagnie is not a starting 4. Ideally, the starting lineup at some point will include Fox, Harper, and Castle. Del Vassell cannot play a power forward spot. He's way too small. We need another big. And the bigs we have, surprisingly, have been not as good as I thought they'd be. I was really excited going to the season with the depth of the big men. I was like, all right, we got Wemby plus Cornette. And Cornette has been fine off the bench. Not knocking him, but Olynyk has had the worst year of his career. He's been garbage time now. Biyombo has nothing left in the tank. So we have 4 big men right there. But one's having his worst year ever and one is done. He's washed. I hate to say it. Great locker room guy, probably short. But he's got nothing left in the tank. We bring in Mason Plumlee, and I don't know what he has left in the tank either. That's 3 big men. Olynyk and Plumlee and Biyombo, I think, are all north of 33 or 34, so they're not young either. So our big man situation, while we have more big men, we're kind of at the point right now where we're at quantity over quality, and I'd like to switch that number around. Now, I'm going to talk about this just for a moment, because I know some of you are sick about hearing about it, but if we had drafted, I don't know, Maxime Reynaud in the second round last year, then I think we'd have a really good 3-man rotation with Wemby, Cornette, and Reynaud. Reynaud, of course, logging heavy minutes when either Wemby or Cornette are out. It didn't work out like that. It is what it is. But I do think we absolutely need another big, another backup big, and then we need a legit starting power forward. So we're almost there. That's not to say this Spurs team can't win as it is now. They're the second best team in the Western Conference. But if we want to go from second best team in the Western Conference to the best team in the Western Conference, a little bit of work needs to be done. Tony20251, what the $10 super chat says. TSR, isn't me, or do the Spurs seldom get second chance shots? They always seem to shoot and head back on defense. So one of those things, one of the reasons for that, Tony, that does happen often is Wemby is a fantastic rebounder. However, he does spend a lot of time on the perimeter. And because he's on the perimeter, he's not grabbing a lot of offensive rebounds. There's a 3 for the Suns. I don't know the stats. It doesn't feel like we're a good offensive rebounding team. Cornette's a decent offensive rebounder, and Plumlee actually is as well. But I just don't get the vibe we're a great offensive rebounding team compared to the rest of the league. But I could be wrong. But I do agree. It doesn't feel like we get as many second chance and third chance opportunities as we do as our opponents. She's here, Mug. She's here. Bouye! J Money, you said I was going to see the Bouye! Where is he? Where is he? Somebody was saying I want to get to see the Bouye, and I say yes we would. Where is he, number 17? The Bouye! Let's go! Former San Antonio Spurs legend Jamare Bouye is Bouye-ing on the court. Good times now. That's what I'm talking about. Harper from the elbow. No good. And the Bouye with a rebound. What's up, Homer? Jamare Bouye. He was awesome in the G League for the Austin Spurs. Quite a few games. Bouye with the ball. Going to take a step back, too. No good. That's why we got rid of him. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. I didn't knock anybody with my Bouye. Everybody's still good. Darren Fox misses in the paint. His shot may have been blocked. All tied at 21, a minute and a half to go. A lower scoring game right now. I didn't do a Yodi boop, though. Did I? Wow, Gillespie, what an air ball. That ball goes out of bounds. I don't think I did the good luck boop. Boop. There we go. Now the Spurs will start winning because we had a Yodi boop. The Yodi boop. JT reacts. A lot of Spurs fans wanted Bobo. Blueberry, that makes sense too. There's another miss by the Spurs. I think that was Keldon with the miss. Blueberry, yes, that's a good point. Never a sure thing with Wemby in the paint. That's for darn sure. Gillespie for 3 from the wing. 24-21, and the Spurs are now down. The Suns are shooting 4 of 6 from 3, which was a concern for a lot of you coming into this game. The other half of that concern is the Spurs are shooting 1 of 7, even though we've been the best three-point shooting team since the All-Star break. Not shooting well tonight. There's a 3 by Dylan Harper, and as soon as I say we're not shooting well, little reverse psychology. You can get it, Chuck. Chuck, where are you? Chuck's in the hospital. That's a quick 2 for Phoenix. On the old 2 for 1 or 26-24. Suns up by 2. Spurs ball. Fox out in three-point land. Little crossover. Step back from the elbow. 2-pointer is in and out. A fight for the rebound. And Keldon with a tip and a miss. And now a foul on the Spurs. Rasheer Fleming is in. Rasheer Fleming is a player I really wanted in last year's draft. That's a player that I was looking at number 14. Carter Bryant looking like, at this moment in time, I believe, is having a better year, but they're both in their rookie years. It's hard to tell. What's up, Irie? Thank you for stopping in. We're number 1 in defensive rebounds. All right. We've been missing a lot by the rim, Crimson Crusader. A lot more than I'd like to admit. And missing our threes, too. I figured the Suns would be a tough game, and here we are. Shot clock is off, by the way. Gillespie with the ball, gets it to Booker. Booker, pull-up jumper at the buzzer, air ball. We may also be high in defensive rebounds because we give up a lot of second chance opportunities, so there's more opportunities for defensive too. I'm actually going to take a look. Who's leading the Spurs in offensive rebounds per game? Believe it or not, when he was here, I think Sohan was one of our better offensive rebounders. I think he was last year our best offensive rebounder. And this year he forgot how to play basketball. Do we have anybody averaging more than 2.5 offensive rebounds a game? Let's take a look. Luke Cornett is our best offensive rebounder, and he is averaging over 2.5. Cornett averages 2.8, Wemby 1.9, Keldon 1.6, Stefan Castle 1.3. He's only played 3 games, 1.3, and this is a shocker. He's actually still up there. Jeremy Sohan is tied with Julian Champagne and Harrison Barnes for the 6th spot at 0.9. And Jeremy's played half the minutes of those 2 other guys per game. He's still one of our better offensive rebounders. Looks like we average 11.2 offensive rebounds a game. I don't know where that sits in the league. I have no idea. But you guys are right. It feels like that, but you know what? In the end, if the Spurs are winning, I don't care what the stats say. All I care is the W's and L's. Let me get back to the chat. There we go. I'm back. Phil, it's feeling like one of those nights, but it's still early. This game is going to show how we play without our best playmaker. You know what? DJ Rose, that's interesting. Because a lot of fans don't want Castle to be the primary ball handler. They want Fox to be the main guy. But Castle has been the primary ball handler. 200 likes, nice. Tony, I believe we could see them in the first round, which means we need to beat them tonight. I don't want to go into the playoffs down 3-1 to Phoenix. Now, granted, the playoffs are a different animal than the regular season, but being down 3-1 to a team going to the playoffs does not give you the best. I don't know. I wouldn't feel confident if you will. Yeah, KMC, exactly. Could be a first round matchup. Jeremy, we hardly knew thee. Reds, why the heck did you think I was a Lakers fan? I'm not trying to be mean, but why in the world would you think I'm a Lakers fan? I have never, ever said I was a Lakers fan. I don't call Lakers games unless they're playing the Spurs. And nor do I have any Lakers merchandise. You got to be trolling. A friendly troll, but you got to be trolling with that, right? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Miko, let's go. San Antonio, indeed. Suns are going to start us off in the second quarter. And there's a turnover by Jalen Green. Spurs ball. Carter Bryant will bring it up for San Antonio. Drives into the paint. Throws up a very awkward layup and misses. That's another miss around the rim. You guys are asking how many times we're going to miss around the rim? Well, there's another one. I think we've missed 6 times in the paint. Gillespie with a step back 3. Jeez. All right, just kidding. I was going to say, I was actually going to ask if you had me confused with Bad Dog Sports, not throwing any shade his way, but he calls every Lakers game, but he's not a Lakers fan either. He just covers the Lakers. I'm like, is he getting me confused with Bad Dog somehow? We don't look alike. Fox in the paint, jumper good. No Dylan Brooks tonight, Think Forge. Dylan! You son of a... He actually is. Well, no, that's picking on his mom. There's a 3 by Green, no good. Long rebound's going to roll out of bounds. It's going to be Spurs ball. Just want a moment to appreciate we don't have to watch Trey Lyles anymore. Son Hooper, you're going back. Trey Lyles. Ooh, a lot of people do not like Trey Lyles when he was on the Spurs. Fader with the $2 super says, my favorite Lakers fan. There's a turnover by the Spurs. Thank you for the super chat, Fader. Appreciate it. Come on, San Antonio. You're at home. I know we don't have Castle, but the Suns are missing like 5 dudes. Gillespie for 3 again. We're missing from everywhere, eyes in the dark, and the Suns are hitting their 3s right now. Wemby fakes a 3 himself. Back to Fox. Fox out in 3-point land, 13 on the shot clock, gets it into Wemby. Wemby's going to put his shoulder down, drives into the paint. Fakes. Throws up an air ball. I think he was trying to finger roll it. That's an air ball. That's another miss in the paint for us. We are missing from everywhere. Jalen Green just flies into the paint, gets a layup. We're down by 8. I wouldn't want Dylan Brooks on the team. No thanks. Marissa, thank you for stopping in. This is not a good start for the Spurs. Dare I say, they look like a much different team right now without Stephon Castle. Actually, I don't know. Dylan Brooks is kind of a thuggy type player, but is he a good guy off the court? I don't really know, because there's players that are thuggy. Not thuggy, it's not maybe the right word, but maybe a little dirty is what I'm trying to say on defense. But, sometimes you need a player like that. We do need Castle. Oh, Flynn, I hope not. I'm actually going to close the poll, by the way. You guys said Wemby will go for 30 to 39 tonight. What is he at right now? That's 6. He's got a ways to go. I can't vote in my own polls, but I would have guessed. Actually, that's probably what I've said too. I don't think he's going to go for 40. I don't think he's going to go for under 30. I would have said 30 to 39. Dylan seems like a nice guy off the court. Okay. Keith, our decision-making is not the best on offense, and we're just missing a lot. There you go, R3. We'll go on a 15-0 run out of the timeout. I like it. Think Forge says the Spurs will win. There you go. Mike says Dylan Brooks is not Spursy. Fair enough. I would take Grady Dick. Then we'd have Grady Dick and Kellen Johnson. I'm not going to say it. Sandoran, David Robinson. Discovered him halfway through his rookie season and just started following him and became a Spurs fan. Which is weird because at that time in the NBA, it would have been very, very, those of you who are old enough know, extremely easy to become a Chicago Bulls fan. Because that was right at the start of the Bulls dynasty. I mean, how can I not call them a dynasty? They had 6 championships in 8 years. That's a dynasty. So the year I started watching the NBA was the first year Jordan won his first title. And, easily could have become a Bulls fan. Glad I didn't. I mean, it would have been a heck of a ride in the 90s, but nothing since. No Castle Fox. Yes, he does, Franklin. He does. And Jethro, yes, this could be a matchup in the first round. Yeah, I started watching David's rookie season in early 90. And then later after that season, that's when the Bulls went off. Tony, I'm sure OKC does not want to see us in the Spurs first round. Same D. Thomas, never Bulls or Lakers. Same. Hyperdrive, no Castle. Cool name, by the way. Hyperdrive X, I like that. You know what? Hyperdrive, I'm going to give you an Area 51 just for that. Luis Felipe, because we are missing shots from everywhere. Our three-point shooting is poopy tonight, and we're missing a ton of shots around the rim. Fox going to take a three. No good. The three ball is going in for the Suns and not us. They're 6 of 9, we're 2 of 9. 66% to 22%. There you go. Rasheer Fleming drives down the paint and hammers it down to a 10-point lead. And Wemby will hammer the rim now. Ultimate Science, change your tune. 5-minute timeout. There we go. There's the Thunder. Gillespie is killing us. He just shot a three. It bounced off the rim, ding-ding-ding-dong-do, and went in. Fox is fouled on down there. Are we going to give up a career high to Colin Gillespie? He got 15 points in the first half. I don't know what his career high is, but we've talked about it numerous times on this channel that insert random name here will get a career high against us. Or at least he's not Mr. 100 tonight, Homer. He missed a three-pointer already. He can't be Mr. 100. I'm sorry. Fox's first free throw is good. 10-point game. Fox last time versus the Suns scored 15 with 3 and 8. We're going to need more from him than that tonight. That's okay, because the GOAT, Jordan McLaughlin, is checking in. A flagrant three. A flagrant three? What is a flagrant three? Does that exist? I know what a flagrant 1 and 2 is. What's a flagrant three? Is that like punching somebody in the face and breaking their nose? I honestly don't know. If there is a flagrant three, I don't remember the last time I saw one in a game. It is Suns ball, 6 on the shot clock. Oso with the ball drives on Wemby and... Oh, my clock is not running. Well, it is now. We'll get my clock fixed. I think a foul on Wemby. Larry with the $2 super chat says, told you about slow start wearing the soft grays. No pop. I know you're not a fan of these jerseys. Homer became a fan after watching the Silver Dancers. Playing at the gamer, yes, this is very much a first-round potential matchup, and they are depleted. For those that know, Phoenix is depleted. Also, his first free throw is no good. The ball don't lie. A Lindy Waters sighting? Yeah, probably. I'm actually surprised McLaughlin's playing. Having Fox and McLaughlin share the court, I'm not exactly sure I'm in love with that. Harrison Barnes doesn't call. I know. But even now, even Flagler Racing, in that case, he's also still not Mr. 100%. But we rode with it with the three-point percentage. His Iron Man streak is over, though, because of a nap. Wemby into the paint, layup no good. Fouled one in line for 2. Flagrant 3 was when I kicked him in the shin. So wait a minute. That means Yodi would be getting flagrant 3s all night because he'd be like, boop, 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 shin shot. Boop, 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 right in the shin. Boop, boop, boop. Yodi would be getting thrown out of games left and right. $40 to 30, Wemby at the line for 2. By the way, I'm going to do a cheap plug here for a friend in the chat. Five-Lug Racing is a NASCAR content creator. He's doing great work over there. Him and his buddy Ryan have really been stepping it up. They're getting close to 1,000 subscribers. If you're if you're a NASCAR fan, make sure you check them out. Sum them up too. I'd love to see you get monetized Five-Lug in the next as soon as possible. I know that's not why you're doing it, but it's nice to get a little extra money from Google for the hard work you do, right? 40-32. 8-point game. Let's cut the lead to... Let's not cut the lead. Let's take the lead. Let's not talk about cutting the lead, take the lead. But we got to stop Colin Gillespie. There's a catch of 2-3 from the wing. And Rasheer Fleming for 3. Wow. Colin Gillespie's career high is 30. Thank you, J Money. He's on pace to beat it tonight. Spurs ball. Harper Wood out on 3-point land. Gets it over to Champagny. Catch of 2-3 from the wing. Wow. I got to say, I don't want to see the Suns in the playoffs unless we turn this thing around tonight. Gillespie thought about another 3. Going to get it to Jalen Green instead. Green drives in the paint, lost the ball. And lost it out of bounds. That's turnover. You're welcome, Don. We do struggle defending the 3. Melistic, we actually just tied the comments together. We struggle defending the 3. The Suns are a good 3-point shooting team. And for us to be competitive with the Suns, we need to have one of our better 3-point shooting nights, I would think. And right now, we are shooting the 3 terribly. And we're missing a lot of our 2s as well. Vassell for 3. Like I said. There it is. Fire Mitch. There you go, Damian. Spurs are 13 of 31 from the floor. The Suns are 17 of 30. 250 likes. Nice. Keep it going. Green in the paint. Turn around at the elbow. Damn. I like your train of thought, Mike R4H. Wemby going ballistic in the playoffs. Jalen Green with 13 points now. Dylan Harper out in three-point land. A little crossover drives. Kicks it out to Jordan McLaughlin. He thought about a 3, pulled it down, gets it to Wemby in the corner. Like I said, keep on firing the 3s. Champagny is very streaky. When he's on point, holy crap, he can drain 5 to 10 threes in a game. When he's off, ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Suns. They have 13 on the shot clock. They're up 45-38 versus the Spurs. The game is in San Antonio. That was a nice 3 by Wemby in the corner. The prior play. 13 points on 4 or 5 shooting for Wemby. Why don't let Wemby take, quadruple the shots? There's an air ball 3. Gillespie with the offensive rebound. Gets it out to Book. Book guarded by Vassell. Booker's going to drive into the paint and passes it to Jordan McLaughlin, who is not on the Phoenix Suns. And then Jordan McLaughlin passes it to a Phoenix Sun. And now the Suns pass the ball to Harrison Barnes. What is this? Is everybody colorblind? Wemby in the paint. Gets it to Barnes. Barnes layup. Good. That was some ugly basketball. My clock isn't running, dang it. Very ugly basketball by both teams. We literally saw 3 turnovers in a row. What the heck? All right, Spurs down 45-40. My clock was a little off. We'll get it fixed here. Mike, that is definitely me. Yep, that's how I roll. Look, I hate it when they keep firing 3s, but when they start going in, what am I supposed to do? All right, it went in. I'd rather, we may take the 2s, but if the 3s start going in, so be it. Yeah, cue the Benny Hill music. Why am I getting messages from Whatnot? Oh, buddy of mine's going live. Well, I'm live too, so I can't be live with you. No, it is what it is. ESPN talking, we need to get our hearts broken in the playoffs to feel the pain. To feel the pain? What about the last 6 years? We have felt the pain. I've felt enough pain, Juan. I'm good. I see what they're saying. Sometimes you got to lose to win, and I get that. That in basketball and life, sometimes you got to, if the Spurs were to get knocked out in the playoffs, it'd be one of those don't know what you got until it's gone type of scenarios. It'd be like, wow, we're not playing anymore. But I don't think they need that. I don't. 6 years of losing. Wemby's rookie season, the 18-game losing streak. They've hit rock bottom. They don't need to hit any more bottom. They've been there. Suns are shooting 70% from 3. And KMC, Castle hurts our defense, period. Yeah, how about we just win it all? To quote Major League, what do we do now? Win the whole epic thing. Dang. I personally 2 trainers inside and told us they were ready to get. It's going to be a grueling playoff. It is. 15 years or so. Oh my gosh. No matter what happens tonight, I'm happy because we saw Jamari Bouye. For those that don't know, Jamari Bouye used to be on the Austin Spurs. I think he played a little bit with San Antonio. Very, very little. And he played a little tonight. Didn't think I'd see him. I think the Spurs last season was their team. Yeah. We were over 500 when they beat the Denver Nuggets. It was on January 1st or 2nd. And then the wheels fell off. Maybe Wemby was starting to feel ill at that point in January. I don't know, but just the team started losing. They trade for De'Aaron Fox. Then Wemby goes down with injury. Fox is out for the year after that. Dylan Harper, by the way, is shooting 60% from the field and 60% from 3 in March. No Steph, Miku. What's up, Cheryl? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, one lost game in the series. There you go. That's all you need is to come down and just lose one game. Castle's a double-edged sword on offense. Is a great fast guard with tough shots, but is also turnover machine. He's actually, Jay-Z, he's been better with his turnovers. He is still averaging 3.1 a game this year, and he did have a six-piece recently. There's a turnover. Jordan McLaughlin won a block, but he has cleaned it up a lot lately. Harper drives in the paint. Layup's good. 45-42. Castle's turnovers are way down since the All-Star break, so let's hope that trend continues. It is Suns ball, only up by 3. There's a catch and shoot, and it is no good by Jordan Goodwin. All right, we're coming back. Definitely no politics. I didn't see anything in the chat, but that's not the place. Wemby for 3. In and out burger. What's up, Spurs, Ann? Jalen Green with the ball for the Suns. Gets a screen. Starts to drive. Stops. Pops. And the midi is no good. We're going to have a foul on... Looks like it's a Spurs. On the Spurs going for the rebound. Devin Booker is out. I think he had fractured hand. I don't remember what Dylan's injury was. Dylan Brooks. I've got to be careful with my Dylans. Dylan Harper's out there, but I think he had surgery on his hand. If Steph and Dylan become 40% three-point shooters, Mike, seriously, if they become, that's actually Spurs ball. Never mind. If they become that type of shooting, holy crap, forget it. The league's done. League is done. Wemby with a beautiful pass to Harper. Harper at the rim. The layup rolls in and out. That rim does not like us tonight. I can't wait till we switch sides. We've had no lucky bounces. The Suns have had quite a few. Booker off balance jumper good. Past the 5-minute mark. The Suns are up 47-42. Closing in on 3-minute likes. Nice. I was a Ginobili block, Andy. You're right. Wemby draws some contact. Throws it up and in. That's an and one. So, Ultimate Cyan, I want to let you know, I'm okay with trolling. The trolling you're doing now, emojis, fine. Have at you. But, the other stuff, not a big fan of. It was. Hanover Fish, you're right. It was. All right. 3-point game. Wemby at the line for 1. Every time I see your name, End of Days, I can't help but hear Arnold Schwarzenegger say, "What about the end of days?" Not a great movie, but a few great lines. "Oh, you want to F with me? You're effing choir boy compared to me. A choir boy! Stop being such a P word." There's some great lines in End of Days, just not a good movie. Suns ball up by 2. Booker looking to drive. He's got Kelvin Johnson on him. Drives into the paint. And gets it to Iguodaro for a jumper. Good. That guy's name's killing me. Oso Iguodaro. Just doesn't roll off my tongue. 4-point game. Champagne with the ball. Gets it over to Dylan Harper. Harper at the wing. We have 12 on the shot clock. Harper, a little crossover, takes off into the paint. Turns around, spins around. Jumper is going to bounce around and roll off the rim. This rim does hate us. Seriously. This rim does not like us. How many balls have rolled off the rim? Right? It's like the rim's blocking us. Like it's going in and then comes right back out again. No, Cryptic Crusader. Everything just is like rolling. Take the lid off. It's like rolling around, and the Suns have had some good breaks on this one, but that rim down the other end just ain't letting anything get in easy. That rim's like, you better dunk on me because nothing else is coming in. Now a foul on the Spurs off the ball. It's on De'Aaron Fox. That's 2 on Fox. I hope Wemby breaks that rim. You know who can break that rim? Stephon Castle, because Castle did jack up a rim in one of the games this year. I don't remember who it was against. There was like a half-hour delay. Yodi! There was like a half-hour delay because he was hanging on the rim during the warm-ups, and he bent it. We do switch rims. We need it. Oso with the ball. Looking to drive. Drives on Cornette. Gets in the paint. Little jumper's good. 51-45. 3:35 to go. The Spurs are in the bonus. The Suns are not. The Spurs have 2 fouls to give. Cornette with the ball for San Antonio. 3-point land. Not a big fan of that. Drops it off to Vassell for a catch and shoot. No good. Samara, thank you for stopping in. I agree with your sentiment. Go, everybody. But Booker gets in the paint, gets an easy layup. It was in Houston. They can handle her fists. I remember the game. I couldn't remember who exactly it was against. My mind said the Rockets, but I was not sure of that. And I think with Devin Booker, I think tonight just became the Suns' all-time leader in points. Keldon in the paint, turnaround jumper, good. Did I see that right, guys? I don't have the volume up, but Devin Booker just become the all-time leader for the Phoenix Suns. Good morning, live from the Philippines. Not a Suns fan or a Booker fan, really, but congratulations to him. That's a huge accomplishment, right? Being the all-time leader for a franchise. Why not? Oso with the jumper, no good. Jordan Goodwin with the putback is good, 55-47. Well, think Forge. I mean, I don't really know why Castle's out. Champagne thought about a 3. He's gonna get fouled. We need Castle to hang on the rim. 55-47, and just this is one of those games where you're watching it and you don't feel good about it. Does that make sense? Like, I don't like the way the game flow. It just doesn't feel. I'm not saying we can't win this. We certainly can, but it feels off right now. J1, I've seen, you're not alone. A lot of fans have turned on, I don't want to say turned on Cornette, but he's not a starter. When Wemby's out and he has to start, he ain't him. There's been quite a few games where he contributed 0 offense, and he's been inconsistent as a rebounder. I think he's very good as a backup. He's the best backup big we've had in a long time. But we could use another big. Good morning, Gomar from the Philippines. El Diablo, De'Aaron Fox has no assists? Are you serious? You're right, he doesn't. We're also missing all our 3s. So he might have probably missed a few assists on all the bricks we've been laying, but that is a little alarming. The people at Skull, what's going on? A lot of the fans that say trade Castle, this team is not the same without him. Or anybody. I mean, whenever you miss a starter, especially someone that handles the ball so much, that is really going to affect your team. Although Fox is a veteran, so I can't really make any excuses. Like, you should have no problem just taking over as the ball handler with the team. Bouye for 3, no good. That's right, you heard me right, Spurs fans. Jamare Bouye with the Suns, former Spurs legend. Champagne catch and shoot 3 from the corner. Pop to Champagne, 300 thumbs up, nice. Yoda, you good? All right, he's been having trouble staying up. He's been having trouble levitating. Gillespie will bring it up for the Suns. He's been doing a number on us tonight. Gillespie still with the ball from the free throw line. We can't stop him. We cannot stop Colin Gillespie. He's at 17. His career high is 30. He's on pace to break it right now. He's on pace for 34. He's shooting 6 of 8 from the field on top of that. Fox into the paint. Layup is no good! Man, we are sucking. Scoring in the paint. Gillespie, 1 mile long 3, no good. By the way, French Vanilla is on the court.
French Vanilla in the air tonight.
Castle does have better chemistry. I mean, I like De'Aaron Fox, but Castle is a significantly better alley-ooper than Fox is. Fox fakes a 3, tosses it out to Vassell, open for 3, in and out. Man, I cannot believe all the in-and-out shots we've had tonight. J-Money, that makes sense. And down in transition, Common Malawatch is getting in an easy dunk. It's 59-52. There are so many shots going in and out for the Spurs tonight. There you go, Fug. I like it. Well, Spurs, and I think by the time the expansion teams are ready to go, her contract in the WNBA boot up, that would actually make sense. Fox pull-up jumper, no good. Cornette tips the ball to Jordan Goodwin, and the shot clock is off. The Suns can hold for the last shot. Lauren, I'm rooting for Malawatch, but I don't believe he's getting a lot of playing time. Carl, no argument from there for me. I'd like to see Carter get more minutes. Suns only have 2 to 3 great players in the rep. Sometimes that's all you need, think Forge. Jalen Green checking back in. They're missing a lot of guys to injuries tonight. I hope the Spurs, I don't want to say the Spurs overlook their opponent. They're not. We're getting some good looks. We're not hitting our shots. Booker drives by everybody. The layup is no good. Fight for the rebound, and Fox will heave-ho a 3/4 of the length shot. That will go nowhere. They got double time now. That one's 30 minutes. Cornette, 0 rebounds in 9 minutes. That rim was suspect, Thunder. Dang. That rim felt like it was broken, didn't it? But you know what? With the tale of two halves, I say this all the time. If the Suns can outscore us in the first half, no reason we can't outscore them in the second. We're only down by 7. Appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Thursday. TGIF tomorrow. I'm ready for the weekend. Let's get to the halftime stats. What else is going on in the NBA? The Miami Heat are beating the Lakers 62-53. We want the Lakers to lose. They are right behind us in the standings. The Lakers do have LeBron James tonight. The Lakers have other guys. LeBron, Ayton, Doncic, Reeves. They're all there. Actually, LeBron hasn't missed a shot tonight. He's 5 of 5. Austin Reeves has not been playing well. He's 1 of 6. Heat are up 62-53. Let's get back onto our game. The Phoenix Suns outscored the Spurs 26-24 in the first, 33-28 in the second. For Phoenix, Oso Ighodaro has 9 points. Devin Booker with 6 points. Booker does have 3 turnovers, and he's only shooting 3 of 9. So the Spurs have defended Booker pretty well. Goodwin with 2. Gillespie killing us tonight. 17 points, including 5 of 8 from 3. On pace for a career high. Jalen Green with 13 off the bench. Ryan Dunn with 5. Rasheer Fleming with 5. Kalman Malawach with 2. Amir Coffey with a donut. And Jamari Bouye with a donut. I didn't realize Coffey was on the court. I don't think I said his name once. He didn't take any shots. Well, I'll put him on my roster here. Nice to see the Bouye again, in all seriousness. I'm actually glad to see he's still hanging around in the NBA. For tonight, the Suns are shooting. You ready for this? 54-50. They're 8 of 16 from 3. They're also only shooting 50% from the free throw line, but they've also only taken 2 free throws. If you're hanging out in the perimeter all the time, you're probably not going to draw a lot of fouls. And they've turned the ball over 5 times. The Spurs have turned it over. We've turned the ball only 2 times tonight. But we are shooting 43, 31, and 100. We did make all 9 of our 3 throws. For the Spurs, Harrison Barnes with 4, Julian Champagnie with 8, Victor Wembanyama with 16, 4, an assist and a steal. He has not gotten a block shot yet tonight. De'Aaron Fox with 8 points. He has 1 assist. Devin Vassell with 7. Off the bench, Keldon Johnson with 4 and 4. Keldon not having a very good night shooting. He's 2 of 7 from the field. Carter Bryant, Luke Cornett, Jordan McLaughlin have played 22 minutes between them and have scored 0. Luke Cornett played 9 minutes and has 0 rebounds. Luke has donuts across the board. Luke Cornett's played 9. I'm sorry, I like Luke, but 9 minutes tonight. He's got donuts. He is the exact definition of cardio tonight. He hasn't gotten a rebound, assist, not even a turnover or a foul. He's literally got donuts for stats. Nothing. Dylan Harper with 5 points. Harper is struggling from the field tonight. He is 2 of 8. He's 1 of 2 from 3, but he's missing everything around the rim. Hopefully with the switch of the courts, whatever rim is on that freaking hoop stays there for the Suns, and his Spurs start scoring on the other end. Good grief, what a weird first half. Luke is doing just cardio. I like Luke, but my goodness, do something. How do you have no stats? I know it's not about stats, but if you have no stats, then you're probably not contributing to your team winning. I don't know. What adjustments do I want to see made? Stop firing so many threes. Start scoring more than the other team. Feed Wemby the ball more, maybe? Maybe some more assists from Fox. Maybe a little more playmaking. Call some plays. DJ, yes. Castle's impact is real right now, not being there. Spurs will win 121-108. Most guy, hope you're right. They went to a... Okay, let's talk about that. There you go, Wes. Rally Grogu. Hunter, I don't know. Melissa, they had some lucky, quite a few times when the ball was hitting the rim, bounced around and go in. The Spurs, on the other hand, the ball would bounce around, and every time it would roll out. Sometimes you have nights like that. But we still have 24 minutes left. The Spurs can absolutely come back and win this. Let's look at it this way. We're not playing our best basketball, and we're only down by 7. So, we come back. Vallejo Sanchez, the Lakers don't play much defense, so I do think that's the one thing we have going for us is if we're to meet them in the playoffs, they're not a good defensive team. I actually don't know who the Giants are going to draft. I've not looked into the NFL draft yet. It's still not for a month. I generally start looking in about a week beforehand. I see some mock drafts having us taking a linebacker. I don't remember the dude's name, but I don't know. Every time we have a good night from here at 3, they run it on the next game 2. Brett, yeah, feels like that. Booker is trolling. How's he trolling the restroom? The real Bobby February, what's going on? He says, Ben saying it all year. We will go as far as Steph Castle will I said that too, actually. I didn't know you've been saying it all year, but I've definitely jumped on that train of thought. We'll go as far as Stephon Castle will take us. He plays both ends of the court. And he's the primary ball handler for the team. James Sutton, fire away. Hopefully I see it. There you go. We got this. Go Spurs, go. Lad2628. I was not paying to the halftime show. I saw the halftime shows with San Antonio are not. They're not very good anymore. He's got 6 points. Who's got 6 points? Are you talking about De'Aaron Fox? Fox has 8 points in 2 quarters. Oh, Booker. Booker is 3 of 9 with 6 points. Yeah, Devin Booker is having an off game. That doesn't matter. His team is up. I'm sure he doesn't care. As long as his team is up, doesn't matter. Let me fix that a little bit. Players on the court is now locked in. There we go. I hope we get more from Luke in the second half. Spurs are playing possum. I like that, Lewis. Got him right where we want him. Are they showing baby races hand over fist? I'm seeing highlights from last night. I'm not seeing baby races. Miss TSR loves the baby races. I don't really know if I want 5 minutes of this. Not good. Melissa, the Phoenix Suns have a lot of dudes out tonight. That was Groot's impression of a baby, by the way. I don't know if it was any good, but that's what you got. Couch contingents mostly here. We got Headman Groger right here for the rally. We got Hulk who's angry. JL's got the remote. David Robinson. Gertie Groot. Mikey's back in his perch. Baby Yodi. Oh, good. Groot did show his butt. Wemby 20 points. Fox 15. Harper 10. Wemby 3 says doable. JRS, if you're gambling, then no comment. Amadoloya says, yes, it's your passion. However, the frequent criticism of players feels discouraging and takes away from the experience. A more balanced approach, highlighting effort and what am I supposed to say when they're missing shots? Well, the form was nice, but it didn't go in. And if you want to look at criticism of players, those that come here long enough, the criticism I give is very light compared to the majority of the community. Extremely light. I don't know if you've been around long enough, but those that have, I would say I'm one of the more positive Spurs fans. I really try. I'm still here when we're down by 20 in the fourth quarter. You should see the Spurs fans that leave when we're down by 10 in the first half. Fire Mitch, trade everybody. Believe me, my criticism is light. Ask Militia Guy about positive. Rich is rainbows by comparison. You hear Ron Harper take a dig at LeBron? No. I give positive. When you're down, there's going to be more criticism than positivity because you're down. I don't know why I've said that's negative tonight, though, in particular. We're not shooting well. That's a fact. I mean, that's not subjective. That's objective. We're not shooting well. But I'm also sitting here saying I think we can still win. And I absolutely do think we can still win. But to win, we do have to play better. Spurs next draft is at 14. I don't know where we're drafting Homer. I have no idea. Yeah, Planet, yes, Castle's defense is greatly missed. His playmaking, too. I'm a little surprised Fox has not stepped up more tonight. With Stephon Castle out, I would have guessed De'Aaron Fox would have 15 and 5 right now. 15 points, 5 assists. But Fox has been... I think it might be tough for him, too, because in Sacramento, he was the guy that was going to get you 25 points a night. And now he hasn't had to be that guy in San Antonio. As somebody that's not a professional athlete like him, I don't know if that's something you can just turn on and off. If it's been off long enough, can you turn it back on? But it does seem like at times he can turn it on. So I don't know. They will come back. I think so. Just like I said last night, Spurs are shooting really comfortably when Miss TSR is watching. But so the Spurs are losing because Miss TSR is not here. Nice. We can win this. You know what? We can do this. We can do this. Like Rocket Raccoon says, we can do this. Bobby, I know you're not the biggest Devin fan, but I swear I saw a stat recently that Devin is one of the best mid-range shooters in the NBA. Positive thing is Wemby. Wemby. We can do this. We got Rowley Grogu now. Rowley Grogu's here. Rowley Grogu's been pretty good this season. I don't want to shake him too much. I did see that stat. I do miss seeing Stephon Castle on the court, though. I'm not going to lie. I didn't realize how much I enjoyed watching him until I saw he's not here tonight. Look at everybody saying they miss TSR, though. Fake? Why would somebody fake that stat? Spurs putting belt to butt in the second. There you go, Five Low Racing. If we don't win by 10 plus, I'll eat my hat. I have no camera, so you just have to take my word for it. I don't recommend eating your hat. Jay Little, what's going on? Jay has us winning by 20. Luis Rios, Castle is sitting because of a sore hip. Texan, that second song is actually a song by the band Cinderella from the 80s. A great song called Don't Know What You Got Until It's Gone. Castle's out tonight. And I absolutely do think we're a better team with him than without him. I know he's... Actually, let me look up his turnovers. I know some fans are still frustrated with Castle's turnovers. I do believe his turnovers are way down. So I'm going to look at his splits for the year and take a look and see how what direction his turnovers are going. I do think down. I want to take a look at maybe his monthly splits, but I don't know if it shows turnovers per game on Basketball Reference. It might just show, it's just going to show a number. Shoot. All right. All right. Well, they are down. 10 games in February, 10 games in March. 10 games in February, Castle had 28 turnovers. That's 2.8 a game. Not the best, but certainly not the worst. This month in 10 games, he has 22. That is 2.2 turnovers a game. And he's averaging 8.5 assists. That's almost a 4-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. I don't know about you, but 8.5 assists and 2 turnovers a game, I can live with that on a regular basis. Now, he did struggle at the beginning of the year. In October, he averaged over 5 turnovers a game. 5 games, 27 turnovers. In November, he averaged over 3. In December, he averaged over 3. January, just under 3. February, as I mentioned, a little under 3. In March, under 2.5. So he has gotten better. Significantly better. Plus, his three-point shooting has gone up considerably from November to March. In November, he shot 17% from 3. So he's not only turning the ball over at a high clip, but shooting poorly from 3. Right now, he's shooting 42% from 3 this month, which is... I don't know if he can maintain that clip, but dang. It should be noted, by the way, if you look at Castle's plus-minus for every month, plus 11, plus 4, plus 3, plus 2, plus 18, plus 18. Spurs are plus 18 with him on the floor this month and last month. So, yeah, we definitely need him. I'm sure Wemby's plus-minus is ridiculous as well. Probably just absurd. I think I saw something. Wemby might have the best average plus-minus in the NBA, plus like 14 a game or something crazy. I see a super chat. DJ Rose says the Spurs going to turn it up second half. Go Spurs, go. This one is for you, DJ Rose. I have no idea what our record is without Castle, Jeremiah. I bet 2 cheeseburgers and a strawberry milkshake the Spurs win by 5 or 6. Lewis, can I get a chocolate milkshake? Is Wemby plus 15.7? John Doe, I swear I saw a stat recently that said his plus-minus when he's on the floor is insane. Hey, TSR, you need a silver surfer plush a silver surfer plush. How? Where's he fit in? I like silver surfer, but I don't know. You know what? Chuck Norris the first half. James, I think he'll make second team all defense. I'm gonna go when we get the other half. Do you mean Miss TSR? Saturday? A lot of people said get a Wemby plush. Chris, we are not, myself or Miss TSR, neither one of us is buying any more plushies. We actually had stopped at 8. But Andy, who may or may not be still be in the chat, and yes, we have DJ Rose. Andy, who not only sent David Robinson, but he also sent a Stefan Castle plushie to the P.O. box. And obviously, if you guys send something, I'm not going to not keep it. So, by the way, if anybody's going to bed soon, since David Robinson's up here, make sure before you go to bed, because I know you could get sleepy, but even if you're sleepy, make sure you brush your teeth. Brushing your teeth, very important before you go to bed. When you're done brushing your teeth, get in there and floss. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. When you're all done, grab some mouthwash. Yeah, pearly whites like me, David Robinson. Thank you, David. Miss TSR does love her Steph plushie. She has him right now. That's why he's not on the couch. 59-52. There's a block by either Wemby or Champagny. I didn't see who blocked it. I was just going to say the clock showed 11:59. I was like, only 1 second rolled off the clock? No. It is Suns ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Let's come back and get a win. Dang it. Colin Gillespie, let's D him up a little bit. Gillespie got away with a little push off. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I saw the foul and I didn't hear the whistle right away, but they whistled it a half second later. Gillespie did a little clear out and they called him on it. The Admiral Dental Hygiene. Yay, David's teeth advice is my favorite part of the stream. We're 7-3 without Castle. Thank you, Jermaine. We also have a winning record without Wemby, I believe. So, I mean, that shows the depth of the team. But I still like to have everybody. Champagny with the ball. Gets it into Wemby. Wemby in the post. Back out to Champagny on a catch and shooter. Man, our 3-ball tonight is rough. Bam Adebayo's warm air with 3 fans wearing Wilt, Bam, and Kobe jerseys. That's actually kind of cool. What's up, Perry? Go Spurs, go indeed. Booker pull-up jumper is good. Down by 9. We can do this. Need to get Rally Grogu on the screen. I think that was an alley-oop attempt, and Wemby gets pushed and flies out of bounds. Foul on Phoenix. Christina, Go Spurs, go to you. Well, Go Spurs, go. Non-shooting foul. It'll be Spurs ball. 16 on the shot clock. We'll get it into Fox. There you go, Andy. We play best from behind. Andy, who right there in the chat, is the one that sent Mr. Robinson, DDS, and the Castle plushie. Wemby for 3, no good. I think we're under 30% now from 3. Our 3-ball is really rough tonight. Booker with the ball, guarded by Fox. Drives on him. Kicks it out to Jalen Green. Green back out to Booker. Booker out to Goodwin for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Spurs ball. Let's get a run now. Not will then be now, soon. Now. Wemby in the paint, off balance jumper, no good. Gets his own miss and hammers it down. All right. Jalen Green misses a shot, but he is fouled, going on the line for 2. Hello from Australia, Willie. That was nice by Wemby. So he drove, missed the layup, but then got his own, immediately jumped up and got his own miss and threw it back down. The Spurs lose. And it is, I mean, I don't, the thing is, we're down 2-1 versus the Suns this season, and I don't want to go into the playoffs possibly playing them down 3-1. I don't know. Rinse, I'm live. But I can't show the game. I mean, I can show the game, not the game you're looking for. James Dutton, also an Australian. Andy Who says, Wemby will not be denied. Affirmative. But we need to get the points, our points higher than their points. Joseph, we did come back from 25, yes. Young, what's up? And currently watching your Mustang GT. I have a Mustang GT myself. Wemby's layup in the paint is good. All right. 63-56. Come on, Wemby, go for that 35 points we guessed in the chat. Gillespie's just going to launch a three. No good. They are shooting on the rim that was a little wonky in the first half. The Spurs had a lot of balls roll out. Wemby now at 20-6. Vassell going to take off into the paint. Stops, pops. All right. 5-point game. Let's go. Mine is black on black. Always bet on black. Huh? What movie? Who's got it? Always bet on black? I know one of you know it. There's no way you guys don't know which movie that is. Almost a turnover by Jalen Green. He gets the ball back. 6 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Green's going to drive, and he pushed off. Another offensive foul. David Robinson did AC 0. That Devin has a #1 min rate. Yes, he does, Melissa. I saw that stat too. My Mustang will be 12 years old this year, and she has 20,000 miles on her. I do not drive it often. Vassell faked the three, going to drive, gets into the paint, and turned it over. That was a terrible pass. That was not Vassell's best decision-making there. Suns ball, under 9 minutes ago, Spurs down by 5. They've been down pretty much all night. Booker guarded by Champagne. He gets right by him. Gets it up to Oso. Oso's jumper over Wemby is good. Tatum, you got it. Passenger 57 with Wesley Snipes. Wemby with the ball, falls down. And has the ball, and it gets pulled out of his hands. And now everybody's fighting for it. And finally it rolls off, and the Suns get the ball. I thought we were going to get a jump ball out of that. It ends up being a turnover. That was a weird possession. Gillespie flies by everybody. Misses a layup. Gets fouled. Going to the line for 2. That was, I don't even know how to describe all that. Oh, Phil, there's places I can drive. Don't you worry. I've had her up to 120 on the highway. Don't tell anybody. I went back to the pass. Spurs win. Nice. Captain Cadogan's in the chat says, what's up, Spurs fans? The Spurs quarter has a lot of time left for a big lead at the end of it. Captain Cadogan is my real-life friend, Jeff, who was a Jazz fan. I don't know if he's really jazzing. I think he's slowly becoming a Jazz Spurs fan. He did say through the channel he's become more of a Spurs fan. Hope I'm not speaking out of turn there, Jeff. Bay, what's up from Brazil? It kills, thank you for stopping in. Christina doing her impersonation of Arnold Schwarzenegger Commando. I just remember Arnold saying, bull soup, in that movie. Oh, he says that in a lot of movies, bull soup. Greco, we do need to get our ish together. We're back down by 9. Who's going to be the catalyst for the Spurs comeback? Dylan Harper's checked in early in the second quarter. Who'd they pull out? Keller's checked in too. Vassell for 3 from the wing. Is it going to be Devin? I'm still an idiot. Definitely rooting for Spurs. You're still a Jazz fan. Jeff, are you going to be on Xbox tonight? That 3 is no good. It is Spurs ball after the mid. De'Aaron Fox just turned it over. De'Aaron, wake up! Gillespie with the ball for the Suns, guarded by Dylan Harper. Looks to drive, stops, pops. No good. And Wemby with the rebound. We've had some bad turnovers tonight. I don't think we've turned the ball over a lot, but just some... Darren, what are you doing? That was a sloppy turnover. Fox with back-to-back turnovers. Yeah, unless like somebody other than Wemby needs to step up. Fox, bro, like really? Darren, come on. I think Sean Elliott's talking about the turnover by Fox too. Like, what was he thinking? We do need Castle. Did they just take Fox out? I think they did. Yeah, they took Fox out. Well, there you go, guys. Back-to-back turnovers. Mitch just pulled them. All right, who's going to step up for the Spurs? And now Champagny with a foul. Champagny's saying, I didn't touch him. Jalen Green went down like he got hit in the face. Can I see a replay? Let's take a look at the replay. Come on, TV, show the replay. Is Mitch thinking of challenging this? Let's take a look at the foul. Jalen Green ran into his... what? That was a stupid call. What's up, Butterfly? Jalen Green ran into face planting him. There's another foul on the Spurs. Devin Booker fouled by Vassell. Dang. Zen, so Fox turned over 2 plays in a row and Mitch took him out. Let's see if this is a foul. What are you supposed to do there? Vassell's just standing like this and Booker jumps into him. I think the Spurs are challenging this one. That was a bad call. I don't know what's happened with the refs. Groot, help me out. So Devin is standing there like this, right? Doing one of these. Just playing defense. Jump up and down straight. He jumps up, and Booker jumps into him. That's not a defensive foul. If I'm standing my ground, I'm not in the restrictor, and just jumping straight up like this, woo! Woo! I have the right to do that. If your dumb butt munch ASS comes over and jumps into me, that's on you. Mikey, you're good, by the way. You're not a dumb, you're good. High five for teamwork on the replay. This is why I have the plushie, so I can reenact plays for you guys. DJ Rose, the refs were pretty good most of the game, but all of a sudden they're calling nonsense. My only major complaint on those type of calls, you can't jump into people for free throws. You should not be able to jump into people for free throws. You used to be able to do that, I think. Didn't they change that? Foul banning, Thunder. Yeah, that's not. If I jump as a defender and jump towards you, like if I'm here and all of a sudden I'm like, woo! I jump on your pump fake and I jump into you, fine, that's on me. Foul, so be it. But if I'm just going straight up and you jump into me, what am I supposed to do there? The Spurs can come back, absolutely. Oh, I just moved my... Dang it, what happened here? Why did I move that? What did I do? What did I do wrong? Oh, dang it. All right, we're good. All right, back to the chat. And Ebony, the Spurs can come back. Get him Plumlee some hard fouls. Mitch acting scary for not... No, he challenged it. I saw a suggestion for the All-Star game. 3 teams, USA, World, and Kentucky. Jeff, stop. Spurs need to get mad. They need to get nasty. We did challenge it, didn't we? I thought that's why we're in a game break, because he challenged it. Yeah, I need the remote so I can hear this. Planet, Fox did have 2 turnovers and 2 plays in a row. He was pulled out of the game. He's not perfect. I mean, he's going to make mistakes, and tonight he's not having the best game. I shouted you out to play-by-play with JJ. Butterfly, is that a Spurs person? I don't know who that is. Thank you, but I've never heard of that person. How about the Spurs need to win because you're a fan, not because you bet on them? I miss those days. I'm not throwing shade your way, but I actually sometimes wonder in the streams how many people are actually Spurs fans or how many people just bet on the Spurs, or a combination of both. He's a Phillies, like the Philadelphia Phillies? One of these things is not like another. I don't know who JJ Ribbon is. Is that who they're talking to? Who's JJ Ribbon? Never heard of him. What's up, Ryan? Thank you for stopping in. Cordero, thank you for being here. I have no idea who this guy is. Should I? So I was watching the Spurs game. The guy that's being interviewed by FanDuel. Jeremy Piven. Who is that? Is he involved in the Spurs and I'm drawing a blank? All right, that guy, Mel. A comedian saying it. Okay, I honestly don't know him. Well, if we challenged it, we lost the challenge. Maybe we didn't. Never seen Entourage, Greco. I really don't know who he is. Missed the second one. There you go, JL. Sorry. It is the second half. There's a turnover by San Antonio again. We were very good with the turnovers in the first half. The third quarter, not so much. Colin Malawach is checked in for the Phoenix Suns. Jalen Green with the ball on three-point land. Spurs down 68-61. The Suns are in the bonus already. Now a step back three by Green. No good. Gets his own miss. Throws it up and misses again. Wemby gets the ball. Wemby gets clobbered. That's a foul on Phoenix. I've never seen serendipity. James Sutton, were you asking me a question earlier? I don't think I saw it. I'm sorry. Sorry, James Dutton. Wemby may got a little dinged up on that play. They are hard fouling Wemby. Punk Yodi. Punk Yodi. Sell the ball, drives into the paint. Kicks it out to Champagny open for three. He was calling for it, and he splashed it. All right, 4-point game. I have seen old school. But that movie's pretty old compared. I'm sorry, I don't really recognize him. Booker, turnaround in the paint, good. Plush Castles with Miss TSR, C. Wheeler. I think we're all mad at the turnover, James. Wemby with the ball, thought about a three, pulls it down, starts to drive. Pulls up from the elbow. No good. Green with the rebound. 70-64. Spurs down by 6. Jalen Green's pull-up is back rim no good. Harper with the rebound. Gets it up to Keldon Johnson. Johnson's going to put his head down and drive in the paint. Gets by everybody. Layup is good. All right, 4-point game. We're hanging around. 70-66. Butterfly, Sohan's not playing. I don't know if you take a look at him in New York. He's back to DNP mode. There's a three by Green, no good. Wemby with the rebound. Ball's going out of bounds, and Wemby's super Mr. Fantastic Arms just grabbed it before it went out of bounds. Wemby calling for a three, fakes the three. Now he's going to draw the foul on Malawach. We can come back, guys. He was the dean and also. All right, actually, A-Rods, he is actually now starting to look slightly familiar. I think I know who you're talking about now. Can we get to 400 likes, guys, before the end of the third quarter? We're about 5 minutes left, and we are getting close per Butterfly. We're at 381. Wemby with 20 points, and I don't like the fact they put his free throw stats up because whenever they do that, well, was he in rush hour 2 as well? Sure did, Dr. Phil. He sure did. I think, wasn't my lunch jumping too, though? Wemby makes the first free throw, 3-point game. This is the closest it's been in a while. Jeremy pinched Brunson's nipple, and Brunson looked like he wanted to punch. So what? I look racing. 70-67. Good evening, Greg. Says Sir Richard the Fair, Miss TSR the Liner. Wait, something doesn't look right. Well, I got Grogu here. That's why you don't see Grogu. It's Rally Grogu. Rally Grogu, Rally Grogu, Rally Grow, Rally Grow, G-R-O-G-O, G-R-O-G-O, Grogu, Grow, Grogu, Grow. I don't know what that was. That was ridiculous. They changed his free throws from 3 to 2. Philly's taking 3 free throws, buddy. He's at the line for one more. Are you ahead of me? Jamari Bouye checking in. No, he's at the line for one more. He's taking 3. Y'all trolling me? He just made 3 free throws. What y'all talking about, Willis? That was fantastic. That was something. Spurs down by 1. Riley Grogu is real, man. He's going to be here for the playoffs. Booker turns the ball over. Try to get it to Malawach. It is Spurs ball. Wemby will bring it up for San Antonio. Looking for our first lead in forever. Step back 3 by Wemby. Man, our 3-point shooting is not good tonight, though. Isabel, good evening to you. And there's a block by Julian Champagny. Rasheer Fleming going from 3, and Champagny said, no, no, no. Hot in my house. Spurs ball. Harper gets it to Wemby. Wemby's going to drive in the paint. Turn it over. We have a lot of turnovers this quarter. Booker layup rolls out, but he is fouled and going to the line for 2. He is not concussion protocol Grogu. He's headband Grogu. Headband. Headband. Look, it even has the little Wilson thing right back on the back of his headband. 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 Greco, please try not to call stuff before I do. That will get you timed out. Not a timeout, but a challenge? Mitch is challenging this. I heard Sean Light say that the crowd didn't like it when they saw the replay. Let's take a look. Booker drives. Harper was trying to move out of the way. This might get overturned. Wilson, stop. He's not concussion Grogu. All right. Timeout. Challenge. It looked like the slightest of like maybe like his shoulder just grazed him, but I think it should get reversed. Mike SVE2, thank you for stopping in, by the way. I think Spurs will win this challenge. Expose detective, I will agree the refs are terrible tonight. No doubt. He's happy. How does he look sad? Ooh. Got my headband. Ooh, my headband. My headband, my headband. May the headband be with you. Rince ran 8933. How old are you, brother? You look young. I am 48. Grover can clap. I think. Hey, clapping. Jack Shep, I gotta say that I see you back on that Cyan. I said lightly trolling's cool. Lightly trolling's even encouraged. But sometimes, you know, a little too much negativity it gets a little old. You're not as bad as some others, though. I'll give you that. We've got two. I had to permanently block. You guys have seen them in the chat. Not this chat, but in the comments. And even one of you commented, like, I can't believe Rich hasn't blocked you. And finally, I did. The user has never posted anything positive ever about the Spurs. And then just was calling a bunch of Spurs fans idiots on the comment that were being held by YouTube. Then he says, you can't block me, D-head. You make money off my comments. And I was like, well, I can block you. You can still comment. He won't know that nobody can see it but him. 48, TSR has the David Robinson. Yeah, but Robinson's jacked. I've never been jacked. I'm working out. I feel good. You know, everything's feeling a little more solid. Been running a lot, lifting weights. Got a actually much different weight program. We'll try not to do the same thing all the time, which is a big key of getting muscle growth. Is, you know, your muscles can get a muscle memory, and then you keep doing the same thing constantly, you're just not going to get any size. Well, I'm not trying to get big, by the way, just toned. My age, I don't want to put weight on. JL, we won the challenge. Oh, jump ball. The Hornets are legit, Brian. Good morning, Carlos from Saga, Japan. Suns fan in the chat. Moban Morales, thank you for stopping in. And Elpha Sign, I will say, I do not like Foxes playing tonight. I will agree. Lewis would not do that because they shrink the beans. I don't need any shrinkage on the beans. I'm 6'4", 215. I'm where I should be. Wemby wins a jump ball, and the Spurs can take their first lead since I don't know when. Early in the first quarter? It feels like it's been forever since the Spurs led. Harper with the ball for San Antonio, gets it out to Wemby. Wemby thinks about his three, pulls it down instead, drives in the paint, spins around, throws it up. No good. Fouled, going to the line for 2. The Hornets are legit. Seriously. Now that they're healthy, they're legit. Victor going for 25? I don't see how he possibly can't. He's got 23, and he's going to the line for 2, and we have the whole fourth quarter left. That would be a nightmare if he doesn't score anymore. Wemby at the line, trying to tie it up. They're showing his free throw stat again. Please stop showing that. It's tied, guys. Tied for the first time in Show Pendopin. The Suns are a good team. They're a very good three-point shooting team. Crime? I don't have a lot of faith in that. Good morning, Brian from the Philippines. I remember Chuck Person, Westix. 90s, right? When we made them both. The Spurs have the lead, and I don't know when we last had the lead. They might put it up on the screen. Nope, they're going to put Wemby has 25 points. He's got 10 to 10 free throws, but I really don't remember when. Did we ever have the lead? Is this our first lead of the game? Booker almost turns the ball over, gets double teamed. Gets it to Malowacz. Malowacz's jumper in the paint is no good. It's going to go out of bounds, and it is Spurs ball. The Suns are decent. They're over 500. Legendary, what's going on? I am doing well. And Castle is out with a sore hip, and they changed the call. It is Suns ball. Will LeBron score over 60 in a game? I don't see that happening. Castle looking good on the sideline, rocking his pineapple. It is still Phoenix ball. They're going to have 14 on the shot clock. Jamari Bouye with the ball. The Bouye from the free throw line. Short. Fox with the rebound will get it up to Champagny. Champagny back to Fox. Fox going to take a three. I'll tell you, except for the turnovers we've had in the third quarter and the three-point shooting, most of this night has been solid for the Spurs, but our three-point shooting is awful tonight. Booker pull-up jumper, and the lead is back with Phoenix. I would not be betting on Darren Fox tonight the way he's playing. Just putting that out there. If you already did, good luck. Cornette with the ball. Out to Keldon. Keldon for three from the wing. Jeez. Well, seriously, we need to stop shooting threes because our three-point shooting is really bad tonight. Booker's going to get fouled. The runner's no good. Going to line for two. Joseph Bename, thank you for stopping in. Suffolk says Giannis greater than Jordan. Giannis greater than Jordan? It's an interesting take. I have a feeling most people would not agree with that, but... Wow, look at Dylan Brooks with his hair down. He looks like the homeless guy. I'm sorry. Not a good look. Cornette's not been playing well. He's not. Yeah, I know Antetokounmpo's Greek. Oh, is the other guy that's saying that Greek? Well, that explains it then. There's probably a little bias there. I'm not a Bulls fan. I'm obviously a Spurs fan, but come on. I mean, I would put LeBron ahead of Giannis at this point. It's not all about championships, but one championship ain't going to do it. Cornette drives and gets his shot blocked. His first shot of the night. Harper's putback is partially blocked too, and it's Phoenix ball. Wow, we cannot score in the paint. We have an open three in the corner. Fleming, no good. Malowacz loses the rebound. It is Spurs ball. Fox will get it up to Dylan Harper. Harper drives in the paint. Kicks it back out to Fox. He's going to take a three. I feel like the threes feel just like turnovers tonight. What's up, Ralph? Thank you for stopping in. Had a great day, by the way. Seriously, what are we shooting from three-point now? Because we're missing threes left and right. Fleming with the ball. Gets it out to Gillespie. Gillespie's kind of cooled off since his strong first half. Gillespie back to Ryan Dunn. Dunn's going to take a three, and it's in and out. That rim really is an in and out rim. Seriously, this is the time for the Spurs to catch up. Keldon Johnson in the paint. Throws it up off the glass. No good. Bricked everything. Wow, this has been oogly. Booker gets down in transition fast. Layup. And one. Antonio Moya 7633 with the $5 super chat says, anyone team today beating the Spurs if we had Timmy, David, Wemby, Gervin, and Ginobili on the same team? Shout out from San Antonio. Go Spurs, go! So, while the Triple Towers thing is interesting, we would never go bucket in the paint, but our floor spacing would be abysmal. So, and what rules are we playing with? If we're playing in today's NBA rules, I don't think we do well with that team. If we're playing like 90s rules, then we're probably going undefeated. It would really depend on the era. Carter Bryant's checking in for San Antonio. Paul Cunningham, I played for fun. I never played actual, high school or definitely not college. I was overweight, actually, from the age of like 7 to 15-ish. Made his free throw. Basketball is what got me in shape right before my junior year in high school. Go figure. Spurs ball. Vassell ball in three-point land, 12 on the shot clock, gets it over to Fox. Fox, a little crossover, stops, pops, and gets fouled. He's going to go in line for two. Rich used to be the backup shooting. Yeah, way backup shooting guard. Throwing the towel. We're only down by 6, brother. We can still win this. 2 free throws coming up for De'Aaron Fox. Throwing the towel. The only person to be throwing the towel is Rocky before Apollo Creed got killed. Spoiler. On a 42-year-old movie. Fox's first free throw is good. All our threes of the Spurs are drained from the Sacramento King. Cornet, 10 minutes, and he's a minus 15. Yeah, he's not having a good night. Mike, at halftime I was talking about Luke Cornet. He's not giving us anything tonight. Genmar, it seems like the Suns have the Spurs number. It is a concern that we're going to probably see them in the playoffs, so that's why a win tonight would really feel better. Granted, the Suns are missing some guys. We're without Castle. Half a dozen on one, 6 on the other. Phoenix ball, 77-73. They're up by 4. A minute 18 to go in the third quarter. Crowd chanting defense, trying to get the team into it. Devin Booker with the ball, stops at the free throw, fires off a shot, no good. Cornet with a rebound. A rare Cornet rebound tonight. Come on, Luke. Luke, you can do this. We need a big half from you. Use the force, Luke. Vassell just lost the ball and threw it way up and out of bounds. I don't know how many turnovers we have this quarter. It's got to be at least 6. It is 6. I think we had 2 turnovers at halftime. They just put the turnovers up. We have 8 now. I think we have 6 turnovers in the third quarter. That is not so good. Both teams are in the bonus, 77-73, under 50 seconds to go. It is Suns ball. Oso with the ball in three-point land, drops it off to Booker. Booker finds Dunn for 3. Off the rim, no good. Carter Bryant with the rebound. And just turned the ball over. Threw it out of bounds. Seventh turnover, I believe, this quarter. I don't know what to say. 7 turnovers this quarter. Unbelievable. Very, very sloppy basketball. This is not Spursy. We're only down by 4, though. So there's a silver lining. Booker off-balance jumper, no good. Fouled, going in the line for 2. Kevin, that's a good question. I don't know. Playing sloppy. Very sloppy. Right side, we're playing. Yeah, there you go, Mustic. That's my thought process. We're playing very sloppy, not playing well, and only down by 4. I didn't see any college basketball today, but somebody else asked me about the Duke game. Didn't catch it. Booker, I believe, is a pretty darn good free throw shooter, like 85%-ish. Made the first free throws. The Spurs are not falling to the third seed, JH. We are way ahead. Art, what's going on? Actually, those used to get blocked by YouTube. Maybe YouTube's being more, I don't know. Or the mods are approving more, I don't know. Whatever. J. Martin, Wemby's getting a rest. We do need some Chuck. What's up, Rapper A? Thank you for stopping in. Alchemy, thank you for being here. Not our best third quarter. Not our worst. We've seen worse. Fox with the ball. Drives into the paint. Stops. Pops. No good. Spurs get the ball back. And Fox turns it over again. The 3 at the end of the third quarter is no good for Phoenix. Wow, there's a lot of turnovers. That was a little tough to watch. Phil, you could say the Suns are getting bailed out by the refs, but we also turned the ball over, 8 times? I mean, that's on the Spurs. I can't make excuses for that. There's some really, really bad passes in that quarter by San Antonio. But we're only down by 6. And we won the quarter, apparently. All right, we won the quarter by 1. There you go. Trending in the right direction. And then we win this quarter, the fourth quarter, by 7. The Spurs win the game. That sound like a plan? Win this quarter by 7, win the game, go to bed happy. I'm actually going to go on my Xbox after this, but I'll still go to bed happy. The Spurs have never fouled or turned the ball over. Oh, gosh. All right, so JH, in regards to Fox's contract, it does concern me a little. In a few years, with Wemby on an extension, Castle, Harp, I do have concerns of what's going to happen with that. We'll see. Actually, ultimately, we did beat the Suns once, which I'd like to even up the series tonight. Fox, 10 points, 3 of 10, and 4. Ooh. So here's the one thing, Mike, SVE2, that I'll give you. Now, I think Spurs fans sometimes overlook. You could definitely get a game like that out of Stephon Castle. 3 of 10, 4 turnovers. We've seen it. Unfortunately, we have. But he can still play defense. And I think at this point, Castle's probably a better defender than Fox. I don't know if I'm out of line with that thought. I don't know. Let me ask you guys. Better defender, De'Aaron Fox or Stephon Castle? Fox is more versatile. I'm sorry, Castle's more versatile. He can guard the 1. He's actually shown the ability to guard the 1 through 5. Whereas Fox, 1 through 3 maybe? Fox is going to be the worst contract ever. Ouch. The mods are here. Castle, no contest, Castle. Fox is the worst contract in Spurs history. Fox's money. What's up, Nefarious? Thank you for stopping in. Font Swine. So, here's the issue with De'Aaron Fox. His game has changed since his time in Sacramento. When we look at De'Aaron Fox's best years in Sacramento, he scored 25 and 26 points per game respectively, but he was also taking 4 or 5 more shots a game than he is right now. But that's also the issue, is when you're paying a guy $50 million a year next year, you're expecting the guy that scored 25 points a game. This year he's averaging, I think, 19, and he's close to, I think he's hovering right there. He could drop under 19. And even though he made an all-star team this year, and you can make the argument that he's sacrificing his game for the betterment of the team, when we're in cold stretches, when we can't hit a bucket, you want 25 point per game Fox. It's like, where's that guy? And he was missing in the third quarter. Barnes for 3, no good. So I get where you guys are coming from. I don't expect 25 from him every night because we don't need him to do that. But when the team needs a bucket, I thought he'd be the guy that could really help us get the bucket. And he hasn't been that as much as I thought he would be this season. Maybe he can be that in the playoffs, though. And then it won't matter. Also, jumper over Wemby is no good. And Champagny with the rebound. All right, let's get a strong fourth quarter. Mike, it's always a good time. Come on. Yes, I want Mr. Former Clutch Player of the Year. Fox in the paint. And 1. He heard me. He's listening. He's like, TSR, I'll show you something. I'm going to struggle in the third quarter. I'm going to bait the Suns into thinking I ain't got it. And I'm going to go off in the fourth. We are developing 2 point guards at the same time, Greco. You're right. And long-term, the team will be better. I know some fans are like, why isn't Fox the primary ball handler? The Spurs are preparing Stephon Castle for the next decade. He missed a free throw, though. Well, way to prove me wrong. Ugh, Jim Beam ad. The first time I ever drank was Jim Beam. Straight out of the bottle. There's a 3 by Fleming, no good. Offensive rebound for, nope, never mind, Spurs got the ball. All right, here we go. Let's take the lead. The humongous chungus. Is that sexual? Is that like a giant man part? The humongous chungus? Is that what you're going for there? Not trolling, just really asking. De'Aaron Fox with the ball, gets it to Champagny, catch and shoot 3. Our 3-point shots tonight are... You know why we're shooting 3 poorly tonight? Because they put up the stat and kept talking about how the Spurs are the best 3-point shooting team in the NBA since the All-Star break, and now that stat's up and the universe is having its way with us. Spurs in with a $5 super chat says, Rich, the mods are lax and it's not fun with the bets and derogatory comments about our favorite teams. Always love your lives. What? Is the chat rough tonight? Mods, are you guys in the chat? Mods representing? I have seen stuff go through tonight that I normally don't, so I don't know. I don't know. Wemby frustrated. Did he just call for an offensive foul? Sorry, I was looking at the super chat. Wemby with the ball. Gets tripped, inadvertent contact. I gotta think with Oso. It is Suns ball. They're up by 6. 10 minutes to go. Green with the ball. Now just going to fire off a free throw line jumper. No good. And the ball's going to fall into De'Aaron Fox's hand. Fox bringing it up the court. Lost it, but Harrison Barnes got the loose ball. Jordan McLaughlin now with the ball. Finds De'Aaron Fox. Harrison Barnes cutting to the rim. 81-77. And Rasheer Fleming wide open for three in the corner, and he hits it. We do need Castle. He's on the bench, though. 7-point game. Wemby with the ball. Turns it over. Just lost it. He was going in angry and got a little out of control and lost the ball. Carl Gillespie down the other end takes it to the rim, misses the shot, foul, going to the line for two. Game's far from over, Art, but we got to play better basketball. We've been turning the ball over at a pretty high clip in the second half. Did they call for palming? Is that what it was, Keith? No, Phil, I'm with you there. Yeah. The only time I want to see you guys really time people out or delete comments is if somebody's making racial things. Boom. Politics. Boom. But yes, I don't want you guys blocking every comment. Somebody's, complaining about missing their parlay. Fine, whatever. I'm going to ignore that anyway. No, we don't want to delete those type of comments. Spurs are not playing well. Approve it. Spurs aren't good tonight. Fine. Spurs suck tonight. I don't like to see it, but sure. Spurs are effing trash. That's crossing the line. You guys know. 9:11 to go. 86-77 after the two free throws. Jordan McLaughlin with the ball for San Antonio. Gets it into Wemby. Wemby just holding the ball. And gets fouled by Oso. A lot of time left. We can do this. We can do this. Bro, North Carolina lost by 15. Freeman, I don't know what happened to college hoops today. Depressed Tar Heels fan. I'm sorry, man. Waldo. That's a bummer. All right, non-shooting foul. Still Spurs ball. Down by 9. They did take the lead briefly at one point in this game, so it's not like it can't be done. That was in the third quarter. Fox off bounds. Jumper is good. We just need some stops. We can do it. Come on, Rally Grogu. Maybe I need to hold somebody different tonight. You know what? I never hold Mikey. Rally Mikey. We got Rally Mikey tonight. Boop. Rally Mikey. There's a missed three by Green. Ball's going to bounce around, and Colin Gillespie gets the loose ball. He drove in the paint, saw Wemby, and ran right back out. Ran to the three-point line, shoots a three, no good. And it bounced multiple times and went in. What the heck? It's a 10-point game. Joseph Castle's out tonight. He's got a sore hip. We could use him right now. We zone. That's actually fair. If you lose money tonight, it's on you, not the Spurs. That's true. Not the Spurs' fault. I've said numerous times on the stream, don't bet on the Spurs. You guys have heard me. Boop. I don't know what that was for. Tanner James, am I single? I'm not married. So technically, legally, I'm single, but I do have a girlfriend. She is not here tonight. None of her plushies are here tonight. Well, actually, that's not true. We're actually being honest here. Miss TSR owns Yodi, JL, and Groot. The rest of the guys are mine. Dylan Harper, game's over. There's the chat I'm used to. Anybody firing Mitch? Anybody? Who's firing Mitch tonight? I got asking for a friend. Who's firing Mitch tonight? Andy, who with the shout out to Miss TSR? Who's trading Castle? Anybody? Selena used to be here. Not anymore. The Suns do show up for the Spurs, Steven. They see us and they play their best basketball. Gillespie just incredibly lucky at least 3 to 4 times to fall. Yes, his three-pointers have been bouncing around. Anthony Bustamani's firing Mitch. There you go. Mike's trading Cornette. I like it. Elliott's trading Wemby. Yep, we're tanking. Actually, tonight, don't forget, if the Spurs win tonight, they lock up a spot in the playoffs. It's actually a big game for them. The Spurs haven't been in the playoffs since 2019. Banger wave. Win, lose, or tie. Go Spurs, go until I die. There you go. Rally Mikey right here. Time to trade our... Brian, you went way too far with that one. Trading Yodi. So, Daniel, in all seriousness, I don't want to face the Suns in the first round either. I do not. If the Spurs come back and win tonight, which they still can, they have been a problem for them all season. They don't have Dylan Brooks. And whether you like Dylan Brooks or can't stand him, he gives Wemby fits on defense. Go figure. Fire TSR, definitely agree with that. Start Biyombo, that, we should have. Only JL can save us now. JL! Harper's playing. JL, people calling for you. Should the Spurs win? Make it so. Boop. Fire Grogu? That's harsh. All right, San Antonio, this is it. This is my last serenade. Come on, San Antonio. HB with the ball, drives into the paint. Layup is an air ball. And a foul on the Suns. 8:03 to go. 89-79. Fire Miss TSR for not being here. Yap, your bracket. I don't do brackets, but apparently it's already fired Grogu's headband. Grogu looks weird to me now when I take his headband off. I don't recognize him. Has everybody been on screen tonight? Yeah, everybody. Well, Hulk's over there. He's just being angry. Non-shooting foul. My apology. It is still Spurs ball. 6 on the shot clock. Harper with it. Out to Champagny. Champagny going to drive baseline. Throws up an alley-oop. And Wemby catches it and does a finger roll. All right. Yeah, they're firing Miss TSR too. Everybody's getting fired tonight. Tony20251 with the $20 super chat. If the Spurs are one and done, does it diminish the season? Ooh, Tony, that is... I don't want to think about that, but... There's another bucket for Phoenix. Jalen Green in the paint. It doesn't diminish the season, but it would be very disappointing. As a Spurs fan and as a content creator, that would be the first Spurs playoff series I ever called. Wemby for a long three rolls in and out. It's going to go out of bounds. I would be disappointed because the first playoff series I ever get to call for San Antonio, if they lost it, that one would really sting. Carlos Jeter, como está mi hombre? Yeah, so yes, I made the short answer long. I don't necessarily think this diminishes the season, but it would be very disappointing and frustrating. Spurs ball, 14 on the shot clock. We need like a run now. Wemby will get the ball out to Champagny, 10 on the shot clock. Back to Dylan Harper. Harper looking for a screen by Champagny. And off with the foul, Julian. Mikey wants to go back here. You've got to keep the whole cappy. All good, ready to go to Las Vegas. Carlos, you're going to Las Vegas this year? Nice. Spurs may not score 90. Latecomers, we're going to score 9 more points. Come on now. Gillespie for 3. No good. Long rebound falls into the hands of Jordan McLaughlin. Jordan will bring it up, sprints into the paint, kicks it out to Champagny. His catch and shoot 3. All right, let's get a stop. Leandro, you're actually correct there. Turnovers and poor three-point shooting certainly have contributed to a lot of losses, and we're struggling with both tonight. Although we played a clean first half. What a rebound by Wemby. Was going over his head. He Mr. Fantastic that one back after the Suns miss. Really showing off his Mr. Fantastic Reed Richard arms tonight. Wemby with the ball, looking to drive, drives into the paint. Reverse layup, off the rim, no good. Suns ball, 91-84, 6:10 to go. If you guys haven't heard, the Spurs can clinch a spot in the playoffs. Their first time in the playoffs since 2019 with the win. They're at home, so this is kind of an important game. There's a runner, and the runner is no good. By Goodwin, the follow-up dunk is no good, and now a foul on Phoenix. Raider Paul, it's not all Spurs fans. There's a lot of people that bet on the Spurs. When the Spurs start losing, they get very angry with the team. I don't think this is all Spurs fans. There are Spurs fans that give up on the team when they're down. It is what it is. Some Spurs fans might have to go to bed too. Wemby getting a quick rest, hanging out with Stephon Castle on the sideline. That means Cornette's probably in there. Come on, Luke. Luke, play your best basketball now. Harper from the elbow. Offensive foul. They called an offensive foul on Harper. I didn't see what he did. I'd have to see a replay. All right, here's a replay. That's a no call. Most of the time, he just kind of did a slight shoulder bump, which we see all the time in the NBA. They did not give the rookie the call there. I don't think that was a foul. And Booker just blows by everybody and gets an easy layup. Yeah, there you go. Fire the refs. The refs have been awful tonight on both sides. Harper drives in the paint, kicks it out to Devin, catch and shoot three. No good. Cornette with a rebound, another foul. And this is on Phoenix. Wemby, the refs, they have, I mean, I could sit here and harp on it all night, no pun intended, Dylan Harper. The refs have just been pretty bad all season. Luke Cornette is going to the line. The Spurs are in the bonus. The Spurs actually only have one foul on them this quarter. Cornette's first free throw is good. Bounced around a bunch of times. Went in. Down by 8. 5 minutes and change to go. A very winnable game. Spurs are going to have to play better, though. Carlos, an early game tonight, and it's nice. A nice early game. The last 2 games for the Spurs have been at 10 p.m. Eastern, which have been rough because they weren't getting over until, on average, about 12:30 for both games. Actually, the Kings game was really quick, but the prior game got over at like quarter of. And I have to work at 7 a.m., so I was tired. If the refs were mods, there'd be no comments. 484. We're getting close to 500 likes. Nice. I know the Spurs are down. If you guys could smash the thumbs up, get us up to 500. We're only 15 away. We have not had one Spurs live stream during the regular season this year not get at least 500 thumbs up. It's usually it is 600 if they win, but it's definitely not a lock they win tonight. But I'd like to keep the 500 streak going if we can. So if you get the thumbs up, if you haven't, please do so. No Castle tonight, by the way, M. Ross. Stefan Castle was listed questionable earlier today, and he was a scratch about an hour before the game. Hip injury. 7 minutes in the fourth quarter, we scored 12. So we're due to score some points, and 516 thumbs up. Awesome. All right. It's now or never. 93-85. Get some stops. Let's do it. And stop chucking threes. Our three-point shooting is not good tonight. Chucking threes is not 5-4. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. That does mean a lot to me. If anybody that subscribes to the channel tonight, thank you as well, whether you're a Spurs fan or Suns fan, or both. It's probably not likely. It'd be a little weird. Jimmy Butler just announced his retirement. Are you trolling? Because nobody else is saying that. J Money would be in the chat putting that in right away. So I'm going to say that's not confirmed as of yet. Only one person saying that. Okay, so King, we can get a Chuck. We need one more Chuck. Thank you for the super chat, Patrick. Appreciate it. I do try to stay as positive as possible. I got to criticize when criticisms due. Because, you know, if the Spurs are playing poorly, shooting threes, turning the ball, I got to call it like I see it. But I still think we can win this game. Wait, some of you are now saying the Jimmy Butler thing. A couple of you starting to say this. Did he really retire? He tore his ACL, right? A few months ago? I don't see anything. I just see that he's about rehabbing, starting his rehab. I don't see it retired. Steven Z with the $5 super chat says, "Go Spurs, go. We're not catching OKC, but we can definitely still win this thing. Absolutely still very winnable." Cornet missed the free throw, but we need every point we can get. No, I don't think that's official. People are trolling. If Jimmy Butler retired, J Money would be the first one in the chat putting it in there. He's our official but not official big sports news. He's never lied to me, and not now I don't call anybody liars, but he's never put, troll news in there. Oh my God. Kyle Malowich just flies up the paint. Nobody there. Throws it down. 10-point lead. That is not the way to come back, Spurs. We do have the ball at the moment. Fox with the ball. Fox will crossover, starts to drive, gets it to Cornette, back to Dylan Harper. Harper into the paint. Almost travels, gets it out to Fox for 3. All right. I don't love the 3-pointers, but we're down by 10. LeBron announces retirement mid-layup. Fox with 17 points and 6 Fox with 6 rebounds? All right, defense. We need some D. Sling that D. There's a lot of empty seats in the arena. Holy crap. Booker one-on-one with Vassell. 3 on the shot clock. Fires off a 3. No good. Offensive rebound. That was a long rebound. Unfortunately, those long missed 3-pointers. 10-2. Go far from down. Open 3 for Jalen Green. No good. Vassell with the rebound. That's a stop. Let's get a bucket. Fox brings it up. Step back 3 by De'Aaron Fox. Gets blocked. We tried a 3 on Rasheer Fleming. Fleming blocked a shot. Did lose the ball out of bounds. It is going to be Spurs ball. 95-88 with 3:36 to go. Luke Cornette with the cardio. Yes, Tobat Noob. Luke has... It's been a cardio night. Wemby is getting back in for the last few minutes here. What's up, Gray Emmy? Thank you for stopping in. Colette, thank you for being here. Bart, what's going on? Well, Bart, they're going to... I mean, actually, what most people do, Bart, is they watch the game and shut the announcers off and have me on in the background. So I do appreciate that. Fox with the ball out to Wemby. Wemby for 3. Come on. There we go. Thank God. What's up, Black Cat? I'm fine with OT. 4-point game, 3:26 to go. It is not over yet. What's up, Gary828? Thank you for stopping in. The soap master himself, Gary828. I know you put a lot of time on those. I'm sorry, I'm not going to watch those. I'll watch some other content, but soap, I use soap, but soap reviews aren't my thing. But props to you for putting the effort in. I think I did actually watch a little of it. Jimmy Butler said he'll retire as a Warrior, not that he's retiring at this time. Tax Brazilian Ghost, good evening to you. We're in the bonus too. We got plenty of time. A 4-point lead is not insurmountable. Wemby subs in and starts saving it. Oh, well, yeah, Cephix. I mean, it's Wemby. He's the alien. Deathball 210, thank you for stopping in. Kevin with the Wemby piece. Chicka chicka pow. We doing a shotgun there? All right, we can do this. We can do this. Regardless of win or lose, this has been a good experience playing through a bad night in adversity without arguably your second best player. I think he is our second best player, at least tied Phil, because I think his defensive upside puts him kind of on Fox's level at this point. Maybe not Fox from 2 years ago, but Fox right now, yes. We will win this, Izzy. Carter not in the game. I don't think the Spurs trust him in crunch time yet. Harper's out there, though. Harper, Fox, Wemby, Vassell, and Champagny. So, there you go. There's our lineup. There's a block by Wemby. They get the ball back. Gillespie with the ball. Lost the ball. And somebody did get a shot off. I didn't see who that is. It just threw an layup. That might have been Jordan Goodwin. Good job getting the shot off. We got to stop, though. Spurs ball. Let's cut the lead to a 1 possession. Fox drives in the paint. Turn around, spin around, Jay. There we go. That's what we're paying you for, De'Aaron Fox. 95-93. I need some Mago. Save my voice. Fox with 19 now. Defense Chancellor, the loudest they've been all night. There's a corner 3, and that is a brick. But the Suns get another offensive rebound. Damn it. Oso with the ball at the moment. Gets it out to Gillespie. Gillespie looks to drive. Back to Oso. Oso's runner in the paint. These freaking offensive rebounds are killing us. The thing is, when the team's chucking so many threes, that ball's coming off the rim hard, and it's easier to get offensive rebounds when you're chucking long threes. Wemby with the ball. Drops it off to Fox. Fox splits a double team and gets fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2. Alele Spurs. Indeed. It's a close game, 97-93, and 2 free throws coming up from De'Aaron Fox. Carlos, Castle's actually a good rebounder for us, too. He averages 5 rebounds a game. For a shooting guard, that's a combo guard. Pretty solid. Come on, Fox. We need these free throws. Made the first one. 97-94. We can still win this, Gribbler. We've been down almost all night. We've held the lead maybe a minute out of this game. 2 minutes tops. It's not much, whatever it is. Carlos, no argument for me. All right. What's up, UFO Chief? 2-point game. Defense out and loud in San Antonio. Fox with 22, 7, and 3 tonight. Weird seeing him have more rebounds and assists, but whatever. Booker with the ball. Stops, pops in the paint. No good. Harper gets up for the rebound. We can tie the game. Tie our lead. Come on. Fox out to Wemby for 3. Ah! Loose ball foul, but still on the offensive rebound. Mitch is challenging it. Mitch is challenging it. Mitch is challenging this. I mean, why not at this point? There's a minute and a half left. I had a hard time pooping, and now I'm pooping. Thank you. Jeez, what the heck, UFO Chief? Let's take the replay. Did the Spurs, is this the, well, I mean, it's a challenge now, whatever. Offensive foul on, Devin might have pushed on the other Devin. All right, Booker's going up for the rebound. They're going to get Devin Vassell for the left hand. I think they're going to go for the left hand. I don't know. He had it. That's going to be close. I don't know. Today's NBA with all the little touchy ticky-tack fouls, they're probably going to call that. No, don't chuck more threes, Wemby. Wemby is 2 of 7. Our whole team's shooting bad from 3, Planet. The whole team is not shooting well from 3. Thank you, Izzy says, put a thumbs up for Rich. Appreciate that. Me and the couch contingent for that matter. Not for me, and these guys working hard. 11-7, I would call it a soft call, but that is today's game. I'm not naive to the fact that touch fouls are called all the time. And why do you think we have guys like Embiid going to the line double digits when he was MVP Embiid? SGA goes to the line a million times. Doncic, it is what it is. You touch somebody, it's a foul. All right, let's get the call. It wasn't a hard foul. Vassell's hand was on him. But I don't know how they're going to call this. We lost the challenge. And Booker may have sold that too. A smart play if he did. Actually, Andy, you just put it, if Booker doesn't sell, there's not a foul. He sold it, and, you know, that's smart. You know, I don't like flopping, but unfortunately, it's a smart strategy sometimes. I prefer selling. If you get fouled and sell the foul bit, so be it. It's still a one-possession game. It is Suns ball. Gillespie with the ball, guarded by Fox. 14 on the shot clock, plenty of time. Gets the ball to Booker, guarded by Devin. Devin on Devin crime right now. Double team comes. They find good one for the open 3. Oh, that hurts. Hannibal Lecter, good one with the mask. That was a huge 3. I'm going to turn this off so there's no spoilers. 1:08 to go. Fox drives by everybody, gets into the paint, kicks it out to Vassell for 3. No good. Our three-point shooting is killing us. Wemby with the offensive rebound, and he's fouled. Our three-point shooting is selling us tonight. And the crazy thing is, we talked about this earlier in the game. They put up a stat that the Spurs are the best three-point shooting in the NBA since the All-Star break. And of course, yeah, tonight the three-point shot ain't there. The game is not over. Wemby's got his free throws, though. Wemby at the line for 2. And we need to stop. We need to stop on this next play, big time. First free throw is good. The Sun center, the starting center was Oso Ighodaro. 108.96. 196. Geez. Stefan Castle on the sideline. He looks nervous. not in the game, can't play, out with an injury. Hopefully he's back Saturday night versus the Pacers. I'll be live Saturday night versus the Pacers at 8 p.m. Cheap plug alert. My girlfriend will be here with me as well. We'll be calling the game together. We're looking for a place to hang out for the rest of the Spurs games for the rest of the year or the next decade. Plus, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'll be doing this at least till I'm 60. Suns ball. Gillespie, guarded by Fox, gets by him. Gillespie now gets double teamed. Kicks it out. Goodwin in the ball. Back to Gillespie on the wing. Gillespie guarded by Fox, 4 on the shot clock. Gets it back to Goodwin, over to Booker. Booker, step back 3. No good. Out of bounds. It is Spurs ball. We need a 3 to tie. We need a 3 to tie. Or 2 and a stop. What do? Do we take a 3 to tie or 2 and a stop? Our 3-point shooting has not been good tonight. We tried a 2 for 1. There's 32 seconds. It's got to be a lightning quick 2 for 1, guys. What's up, Racing? No treat, no rescinder. Also a fun Van Damme movie. They're going to roll the ball up the court. Rolling it. Fox faking, picking it up. Finally picks it up at half court. We don't really have the time for a 2 for 1. Fox takes off into the paint. The layup. All right. Timeout, Phoenix. 26 seconds left. All right. Down by 1. Phoenix Suns fans, by the way, on all seriousness, GG, you guys have given us fits this year. You're up 2-1 for the series. Spurs trying to tie it up here. I ain't gonna lie. I do not want to see you guys in the playoffs. I'll keep it real. You name one team I don't want to see in the playoffs, it's the Phoenix Suns. Yes, the Warriors beat us a couple times, but it took incredible, insane games by Steph Curry for the Spurs to lose. I don't want to see Phoenix. Fun game, yes. Barnes not in. No. I don't want to put the players up on the court because sometimes that ends before I see the ending. So, I don't want any spoilers. Tony, what's up from Columbia, Texas? The Knicks are worse. Interesting. They're showing a lot of Spurs fans going nuts here. We're still down, though. Down by 1. They're not advertising Saturday's game versus the Pacers. That is at... It says 6:30. Did they change the time? It's at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern, because ESPN says it's at 8. Guys, is the Spurs game earlier now on Saturday by a half hour? Name's surname says he'd love it to face the Suns. You know what? Maybe it could be David versus Goliath type situation where the Suns, if they win tonight, beat the crap out of us in the regular season, go up 3-1, and then the Spurs sweep them in the playoffs in the first round. We got to get a stop, though. Mike SV with the $2 super chat. $5, I'm sorry, says, if we lose another damn game by 5 points, I'm a... I know you're not a big fan of the 5 or less, but I'll take losses by 5 or less than losses by 25 or more, which we experienced a lot Wemby's rookie year and the year before that. Spurs playing full court defense as they have to. Gillespie with the ball. Gillespie gets to the Booker. Booker double team. We're just doubling everybody. And the Suns are going to call another timeout. There's about 2 seconds differential between the shot clock and game clock. Good defense by the Spurs, but we're still down by 1. Sean Elliott is saying Jalen Green traveled on the inbound pass. Nicole, my favorite player of all time is David Robinson. Yes, don't foul. Well, they might have to foul. Yeah, they're saying travel. I didn't catch it initially. Sean Elliott, I just literally heard how many steps do you have to take before you get called for a travel. I didn't see it initially. I wasn't really paying attention during the replay. Spurs have a timeout. The Suns are out of timeouts. Shot clock is at 9. Oh, the refs have sucked all night. All right, my friends, I need to hide the chat for the last of the game. I want to take a look again. 1. Oh, he did travel. Jalen Green did travel. He probably took at least 3 steps. He was on vacation there. They missed the call. It is what it is. I mean, we've said the refs have been bad all night. The Suns are out of timeouts. The Spurs have one. 199, 11 seconds ago. There's 9 seconds on the shot clock for the Suns. There's actually 11.7. My clock is slightly ahead. We'll get in sync here on the inbound pass. Gillespie trying to get it inbounds. And Wemby's going to foul Fleming. 2 free throws coming up for Rasheer Fleming. I don't know what kind of free throw shooter Rasheer Fleming is. We'll get my clock exactly right. 11.1 seconds ago, Rasheer Fleming at the line. This season, he is a 57% free throw shooter. Come on, Grogu, use the force. Use the force, Grogu. He missed it! You used the force! Go, Grogu! He missed one. Can he miss another one? Grogu's using the force, guys. Of course, we obviously do not want him to get the offensive rebound if he misses another one. A lot of pressure on Fleming, a rookie, a young player. I think Rasheer is 19 or 20. 57% free throw shooter. This is a huge free throw. If he makes it, the Spurs need a 3 to tie. If he misses it, the Spurs need a 2 to win. He missed them both! Timeout spray, missed them both! Grogu! And now a 2 to win. Holy moly. The force is strong with this one. Good job, Grogu. No overtime. I just want a win, period. Who's taking the last shot, guys? Is it Victor Wembanyama or De'Aaron Fox? It's got to be one of the two, right? I'm holding on to Grogu. Grogu's not going anywhere. He's got a Spurs jersey, by the way, guys, if anybody's wondering. He's a Spurs fan. So, Rogue Shinobi. So, what just happened is the Spurs fouled Rasheer Fleming with about 10.5 seconds left. Fleming goes to the line and missed both free throws. So, it's now Spurs ball. Both teams are out of timeouts. Both teams are in the bonus. So, this is it. Spurs, I got to think, are going to be going for 2 here, not taking a 3. Wemby takes the last shot. Fox takes the last shot. I could see Vassell if he's open. Unfortunately, I'm not going to look at the chat just to avoid spoilers. I am going to keep on holding on to Grogu. I want to say it worked in my head for the 2 free throws missed by Rasheer Fleming. Castle cannot take the last shot. I did see that. Stephon Castle's out tonight, out with a sore hip. If the Spurs win, they're in the playoffs, by the way. I have never called the Spurs. I mean, we're going to get in the playoffs anyway, but we can seal the deal tonight. The Spurs clinch a playoff spot with a win. Wemby with 32 tonight, by the way. You guys, the majority of the chat voted he would get between 30 and 39. That was my guess as well. And that's where he's going to end unless we go into overtime. I don't want overtime. Could we see the Suns intentionally foul? I don't think so. That does not make any sense. Because then you put the opposing team at the line for a possible get the lead. All right, Grogu. Everybody ready? We can do this. I've been saying we can do it all night. Now it's time to prove it. Prove you're the second best. Prove you're the best team in the Western Conference. I know we're not record-wise. 10.5 seconds to go. De'Aaron Fox is going to inbound the pass. Both teams out of timeouts. Both teams in the bonus. They get it into Wemby. Wemby with the ball. Shot clock is off. Wemby holding the ball. Wemby dribbles. Takes an off-balance jumper. He splashed it! He splashed it! 1 second left! That's the game! The San Antonio Spurs have come back and won and are officially in the playoffs. Let's go! Grogu for the win! We did it! I can't even read the chat right now. Oh my god. I'll be smiling for hours tonight. Bang, boom, bada bing. Wemby held the ball, and hits the jumper, leaving 1 second for the Suns. Game blouses. If you get it, you get it. Oh my, this is the fastest I've ever seen a shot go. We banging the drum tonight, guys. We banging the drum. And Wemby's banging the drum. I don't care, y'all hearing this. What a win. I just saw 2 super chats. I'm sorry, let me get to those. Wemby P. Do you mean this, my friend? Wemby P going for... He said he wants MVP, and that's how you get it. Hitting the game-winning shot. Hey, by the way, Phoenix Suns fans, seriously, GG. If we play in the playoffs, we're gonna have a great series. We are back in the playoffs, guys. Back in the playoffs. Mike, thank you for the super chat. By the way, it's showing 2 $5 super chats to MVP, but I think it's the same one. I just saw Topat Noob with Fire Mitch. That with $2 super chat. This is awesome, guys. Definitely one of the best games of the season. Mike SVE2 with the $10 super chat says, I take everything I said back. I love you, Wemby. I still want Cornette gone, though. You know what? What the hell? We're doing another one. Ole, 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 ole. Larry with the $2 super chat says 48 MF minutes. Pound that rock. Smash that like, fam. Yes. We should have a ton of thumbs up for this game. This was an insane ending. We're only at 768 thumbs up with an ending like this. Oh, come on. I got to get at least to 800. If you don't want to hit the thumbs up, though, I understand. But that was awesome. If you guys want to experience more moments like this with me and the community and my girlfriend when she can make it, we'll be live for the rest of the season and the playoffs, baby. We going to the playoffs. Kellen's talking right now. It's been a long time. You guys hear that? That's some MVP chants. I'm not selling the green guy. Green guy's staying here. What a win. We might get to 60. Aegis knows the most likes. We've gotten to 2,000 likes on a Spurs stream. The night the Spurs beat the Thunder in the NBA Cup. That was a huge stream for the channel. I'm happy with whatever. It's all good. The Spurs won. That's the most important thing to me. The channel does well, good. I'm happy. But my team won. That's what I'm here for in the end, right? When we hit the last shot for the win. Allez, Spurs. Opinion Sports Show was a fantastic ending. I mean, so I want to recap the ending of the game real quick. So those that don't know, the Suns are up by 1. The Spurs intentionally foul Rasheer Fleming with 11 seconds to go. Fleming to the line, young player, only a 57% free throw shooter for the season. Carlos with a $2 super chat says, finally we're in the playoffs. Thanks again, Rich. Thank you for the super chat. This will be the first time I call an entire series in the playoffs for the Spurs. I only called 2 games. The end of the Nuggets series back in 2019. Fleming intentionally fouled. Goes to the line. He misses the first one. The pressure's on. A young player, huge game situation. The crowd's going nuts. He missed the second one. Spurs get the ball, call a timeout. Both teams out of timeouts. Both teams in the bonus. Spurs, De'Aaron Fox gets the ball to Wemby. Wemby now just holding the ball. It's quite obvious he's going to take the last shot for the Spurs. And he fires it off with about, 3.5 seconds, 3 seconds left. Switches it. 1 second left for the Suns. They're out of timeouts. They get it to Booker. Can't get a shot off. Game over. Yes, never quit. There were people saying the game was over. Tax Brazilian Ghost, you guys saw it. People in the third quarter saying the game was over. People in the fourth quarter. This Spurs team is not the Spurs team you've been watching the last 6 years, excuse me. This isn't a team that lost 16 in a row. This isn't the team that lost 18 in a row. This team is way different than it was 5 years ago. There are 2 people left, do you guys know that, before Wemby? Keldon Johnson and Devin Booker. That's it. The rest of the roster has changed. Highway Patriot with the $2 super chat says, see, I leave San Antonio and we win. Go Spurs go. Oh, did you leave the chat and we won? A team is really great when they manage to win the game when we played badly. I haven't gone to the stats yet. Old side saying, I tell me I criticize them and that gives them hope. Well, let's stick with it then. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm pumped up. That was a fantastic win by our Spurs. We're in the playoffs. And let's get into the end game stats. I still have the stats to go over. We were saying earlier, this was an ugly win. But we won. We won. And I've said this numerous times on the channel this year. Winning ugly is a huge part of the playoffs. By the way, the Lakers beat the Heat. The Heat were winning that game. What the hell happened? The Heat had a third quarter. They got outscored 38-23. Damn it. We need the Lakers to lose. Luka went for 60 tonight. He was 18 of 30 from the field, 9 of 17 from 3, and 15 of 19 from the line. Luka Doncic dropped 60 points on the Heat. Wow. Pero with the $12 super chat. That one felt really good. Go Spurs, go. Thank you, Pero. Jimmy Butler did not retire. That is not true. He wants to retire with the Warriors. Y'all spreading nonsense. Stop it. It's not true. He's not retiring. All right, I still need to get into the stats for this game. The Spurs outscored the Suns 49-41 in the second half. Get win number 52. They're 27-7 at home. Even the series with Phoenix 2-2. For the Suns, Oso Ighodaro with 15, 7, and 7. Devin Booker with 22 and 5. He did turn the ball over 4 times. Jordan Goodwin, rough night from the field. 5 points, 8 boards, but he only shot 2 of 9. Colin Gillespie with 24 points. Really cooled off, though. He had 17, I believe, in the first half. Jalen Green with 17. Did not shoot well either. 7 of 20 from the field. Off the bench, Ryan Dunn with 5. Rasheer Fleming with 8. Kylan Malawach with 4. Amir Coffey with 0. And former San Antonio Spur Jamari Bouye also with 0. For the game, the Suns shot 42, 31, 76. They turned the ball over 11 times. The Spurs turned it over 14, with the majority of that coming in the third quarter. Spurs shot 42, 29, 91. For San Antonio, Harrison Barnes with 6. Julian Champagnie with 14. Victor Wembanyama with 34 points. Also was 12 of 12 from the line. 12 boards, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, 3 steals, and a block. De'Aaron Fox, 23 points, 7 boards, 3 assists, 4 turnovers. Devin Booker with 12. Off the bench, Keldon Johnson didn't have it tonight. 6 points on 3 of 10 shooting. Carter Bryant with a donut in 11 minutes. Luke Cornett with 1 point in 15 minutes. Jordan McLaughlin with a donut in 10 minutes. And Dylan Harper with 5 points on 2 of 9 shooting in 26 minutes. Our bench was really rough tonight. Our bench only scored 12 points. Damn. Dylan and Jordan both had 5 assists, but 12 points from the bench? How did, actually, Phoenix's bench wasn't much better. They had 17, but our bench is usually much better than that. And Keldon himself is averaging 12.5 points per game. So the bench really did not get it done tonight. Lucky for us, we had a Hulk. We had MVP. Good win tonight, guys, and we definitely might see the Suns in the playoff. There's another super chat. I don't want to miss that. Marcelino Nieves. I probably messed that up. Wemby face-up fadeaway with that mama mentality. Yes. Thank you for the $2 super chat. And yes, he wanted the last shot, and he took it. And he should be taking the last shot. He's Wemby. He's going to be our future, right? Thank you, Stingray. 1-point win feels very good. We missed Castle, but you know what? The Suns were missing a lot of players too. Let's not forget that. Dylan Brooks was out, who gives Wemby's fits on defense. They're missing a few other players too. If we see them in the playoffs, it's going to be a hell of a series. Larry Gardner with the $5 super chat says, Evil Genius Mitch with the intentional foul call. Goated. Never doubt. See y'all Saturday, family. Keep believing. 16 wins for the chip. Go Spurs, go. Second team to 100. You're right. Second team to 101, Mark. Fourpaw said he already accepted a loss. This was a nice turnaround. A lot of people did. You're not alone. Listen, I get it. I say it a lot to this, a lot on the channel. It's tough to, especially if you've been really paying it. If you've been a fan for the Spurs for more than 6 years, there's newer fans because of Wemby, but if you've been watching the Spurs the last 6 years, they let us down a lot. They were not a good team. Even the 2 Wemby seasons before this, there are a lot of games like this they would lose more often than win. But that's not these Spurs anymore. These Spurs have shown us they can come back. They're going to have frustrating losses by 5 or less. I know a lot of you hit that. But they've also shown us they can come back a lot in games like this. They came back versus the Clippers down 25. And granted, they weren't down a lot by the Suns tonight. Usually down by around 9. But they fought all night and came back. Oh, Carp, that is Rasheer Fleming. I like Rasheer Fleming. He's actually a player I wanted on the team. Let me see how old he is. I want to say Rasheer Fleming is 19 or 20. Could be 21. I could be totally wrong. I don't know. But obviously, you don't want a rookie at the line. So it was a good foul by the Spurs. You got a rookie at the line who's already struggling with free throws this year. He was born July 10th, 2004. He's 21. Actually, he's a little older than I thought. All right, Fleming's 21. That's still obviously very young. But you put a guy in the line that can't hit his free throws, a young player, rookie. That is the absolute worst case scenario for the Phoenix Suns. If it was Booker, he probably hits them both, and then we need a 3 to tie. But we didn't foul Devin Booker because that's not who we want on the line, and we fouled the guy that struggles with his free throws. Great win for the Spurs. I don't know what to say. A great win. Giddey with 19 assists tonight. So you had Josh Giddey with 19 assists, and Luka Doncic dropped 60 tonight. You're finally going to watch the play. Yes, Sersky. Finally, I get to call an entire playoff series. 5 more wins. We'll have more wins this year than the last 2 years. You're right. And we'll get at least 5 more wins. No doubt. Lakers won't do that. No, the Lakers. Thank you, Higher Pitcher says, let's get to 1,000 likes. We can definitely beat the Lakers. It's not going to be easy. Luka's going to get his. LeBron's going to get his. Austin Reeves is going to get his. But they're not a good defensive team. And I think that's what's going to hurt the Lakers the most in the playoffs. Is they are not a good defensive team. Not a Spurs fan, but definitely a good one, but you can't help Suns coach SBS. MMA Junkie, what's going on? MMA Junkie. Hell of a card coming up at UFC White House. Nothing political, by the way, guys, but it's an event. I can't wait to I want to see Alex Pereira be the first ever 3-division champ. That would be awesome. Round 1, Spurs versus Warriors. Round 2, Spurs versus Lakers. Round 3, Spurs versus Thunder. Finals, Spurs versus Knicks. Sugar J, I'll take it. You go against the greatest 3-point shooter of all time in the goal with Steph Curry and the Warriors. Then you take on one of the greatest of all time on LeBron and the Lakers, easily probably the most popular franchise in the NBA. Then you got to beat the reigning champions in the 3rd round, the Western Conference Finals. And they played the Knicks, who we got our... How apropos would that be, guys? The Spurs' first championship was against the Knicks back in 1999. Imagine if Wemby's first championship is against the Knicks in 2026. We can do it. We got the Pacers coming up there Saturday night. That game will be at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll be live with Miss TSR. And, of course, the Couch contingent. The Pacers are a mess, so that should be a win. But we have had issues playing down to our opponents, so we want to make, not overlook the team in that one. The Knicks have our number in the regular season, but we have their number in the playoffs. We'll get them. We can do this. Actually, Boston, you know what? We might not even see the Knicks. Falcon Lord, you make a good point. The Celtics are the second best team in the Eastern Conference. Jason Tatum is looking like Jason Tatum. The Celtics might come out of the Eastern Conference. Izzy, I feel you, man. There's been a lot of streams this week where I've had to call a game and or go to, have to work in 5 or 6 hours. So I get that. Good night to you. We can beat any team in the league except for the Knicks. No, we can beat the Knicks, Gary. It won't be easy. We can definitely beat them in the playoffs. What's the Booker flop at the end? Did he flop at the last play of the game? Did he flop? I didn't catch it. Yes, Highway Patriot. That was the lockout year. The Spurs played 50 games that year. I believe we went 37-13 and won our first NBA championship. Thank you, Perry. That was a lot of fun. And that's all I got. I'm going to call it a night. I'm actually hungry. I might get myself a bagel or something. And yeah, this was a great night. Thank you all. Thank you for everybody that super chatted. Everybody hit the thumbs up. Everybody that subscribed to the channel for the first time. Appreciate you. And those who've been here, of course, appreciate you as well. And what a great ending to the night. Good way to start the Friday, right? All right, my friends, I'll see you guys Saturday night. I will have a video up tomorrow. It's probably going to be a music video. March Madness is here, and it's going to be a March Madness related video. But thank you, Greg. This was a great night. On behalf of myself and the couch contingent, what you going to do with TSR Sports runs wild on you. Go Spurs, go!